Okay.
We're here.
Hey, guys. Hi, all the peoples. Here we are. Well, we've been talking about this, it feels like all day.
Yeah.
Okay. We've been talking about this since July.
Yes, we have.
to
Yes, we have.
be fair. To be fair.
Hmm.
Okay. So we have the top videos uh, live or pre recorded. It's live. Handstand Dad. Live.
We are live.
Live. Um, so yeah, we're gonna do. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Before we just jump to our top 10 plus honorable mentions, we got a lot of stuff to go through. So we're gonna go through like some. Look at this.
A lot of stuff. Should have taken a before and after of all the books laid out on all those tables.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay. Let me know if you can't hear me.
I can hear you, but it sounds a little echoey.
Comics Crusader. Let me know. I
That's
can put
Max.
on headphones if I have to.
That is Max.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Max. Duh. What up, Max? The Maxinator. Maximilian. I like watching your show, Max.
Who doesn't? It's a fun time.
Oh, thanks, Jim. Jim, you sound fine to me too, sir. Thank you. Just kidding. I think Jim's flirting with me. Just kidding. You seen a video on the damaged blind bags shared on quite a bit of the southern border. Oh, cool. Well, I mean, we felt like we had to, you know, get the word out there. I mean, we were opening them to record that video. We were recording that video for later,
We were.
for much later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going for later, and yeah, the later never came. Like we were like, we got to put this out now because it's so bad. It's so bad.
It was
What up,
terrible. They
Mr.
dropped the ball.
McDonald? What up, Mr. Epiphany? Hey, thanks, man. You know what? I got a man. Big shout out to Kyle. I happened to casually mention to him, like, man, I miss doing our videos. I miss doing the videos. I miss doing the videos. And he's like, me too. And then I was like, you want to do them again? And he's like, sure. Next thing you know, we're Kimberly teases us because he's like, oh, you guys miss each other. It's like, shut up, no.
No.
But
Anyway, what are
yeah,
you doing tomorrow?
it's really kind of Trish, I want to stick around for a minute or 60. Whatever happened to the show at the brick and mortar building with the host selling books? You mean on Facebook? Too many flakers, man. Like
Yeah.
tons of people just were not paying for their books. It's terrible. It was terrible. Whatnot takes all that away from us, so we shifted everything to Whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's if we're the catalyst for that, then I'm honored. My video production guy said that video is up to like 30,000 views. So I mean, for us, I mean, I'm not shaking my boobs online, so that's a lot of views.
For opening up shitty blind bags, yeah.
Yeah, just from two freaking boring, ugly fat white guys open up comics.
Yep.
Let's do another 100 bags while you're here. Larry, shut your dirty
Don't
mouth.
tempt me with that, all right?
Oh, is Josh in here too?
Josh is in here. He's Epiphany 77.
Oh, is that it, Josh? What
That's
up, Josh? Been liking your show too, man. I've tried to catch you guys when I can. I don't have a lot of time. So, guys, we got a lot of stuff we're going to show you. We skipped a lot of stuff that we were going to go through because we don't, I want to sleep.
It's nice.
And we subject you guys to enough of us anyway.
Very true.
Yeah. So
very true.
Plus, I miss my wife, and it'd be nice to hang out with her a little bit too. So yeah, we're gonna get to our top. Oh, spoiler alert! Little tops here in a minute. But first, we're just gonna talk about some stuff. So we talked about events. So this is a very event-driven year, right? Um, I wouldn't be surprised.
Never know.
It there are a lot of events this year. So Battle Beast started the blind bag, I would say, craze. They're not the first one to do blind bags, but they started the craze, I guess. And I mean, how many did that thing sell? Like
300,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then
Yeah.
Mark announced his. DC did a KO one.
Yep.
The DC KO was pretty successful. I think the collation wasn't very good on that. I still haven't seen how many cases of that did we order. I think I got 5 cases or something like that.
Around there.
We didn't see a single Frank Cho Sabine Rich foil out of all those cases. And we did open a one in what was it? One in 1,000?
You got a 1 in 1,000, right?
Yeah, it's on our socials. We got a lot of views.
Yeah.
A lot of views. Sam opened it up during a live show.
Mm-hmm.
And it got a lot of views. We got a couple 1 in 500s. Daniel, that's a good question, man. I feel like they haven't said anything to anybody about making things right. We haven't heard anything, but the amount of damages, I don't know. They really should do something. And it's not, here's the thing, like it is Marvel's problem, but it's not Marvel's fault. Like we talked about this in the video. We talked about it saying that they did upgraded cardstock. They put a protective piece of paper in there covering up the cover.
Mm-hmm.
The bags are not tight. They're nice and loose, but they're snug enough to protect it. It's the print, whatever printer made these, the printer is firmly at fault doing this. And, I own a printing company. We print comic books. I'm a retailer. I'm a publisher. It's clearly the printer's fault, 100%. So, someone's like, "Oh, Marvel screwed it up." No, it's not Marvel's fault. It's the printer. The printer screwed Marvel over, 100%.
Yeah, I think they got in over their head. They didn't know what they were doing.
That's probably it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for those books to be damaged that way, because they had to all be printed at one time, right? They were printed at all at the same time.
Right.
If the whole print run was damaged, then it would have been the initial print run. But it's not. The regular covers we got in, the open order covers, not in the blind bags, those are perfect.
Just fine.
Yeah, Kyle saw them. They're just fine.
Yep.
But then the ones in the bags, so they probably had to ship the ones from the printer to the guys that were making the bags. And those guys that made the bags effed it all up.
Yeah.
They probably run it through another machine to put that piece of paper around them and to put them in the bags. That machine damaged those books.
Every one of them had 4 or 5 spine ticks in like the exact same spots.
Yep.
Just, yeah.
Yeah. And really the foils looked worse.
They were bad. So bad.
Larry, you know what? Every time we open up some, we look for a cover that we don't have. Out of the last, 4 cases, we found one that we don't have. One. And we're not getting hardly any of the black and whites. There's a few of the Night of the Living Deads we haven't gotten. And we ordered 6,000, was it, of these things? Like
6,000.
Yeah. Keith, don't be afraid to jump into in general, in blind bags, the majority of them have been a hit. There's Christy Jackson.
Oh, Christy Jackson.
Hey, babe. Christy Jackson's in the chat flirting with me. I told on you, Christy. I guarantee she's at home blushing. Okay, so lots of events, right? So we decided together, top event of the year, right? Event, it could be a crossover. It could have been blind bags. It could have been a new #1 release. It could have been something. we kind of both agreed the number one event of the year had to have been the Mark Spears blind bags.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not that? Now, other people did blind bags, of course, but Mark Spears were just the amount of covers he did, um, the foil variants he did, the golden tickets that were in the bags, had people chasing them around, the way he promoted it, talked about it. He did every cover himself. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, except for a few people selling them early, it was pretty much a hit, I think, like across the board. My biggest complaint would be retailers that maybe over order them and they don't know what they're doing and they dump some of these 1 in 500s, 1 in 1,000 variants hard to find. They're on eBay for like $20. Like, what are you doing? You know,
Yeah.
when's the Christmas blind bag start? I don't know, man. We didn't get that many. We're kind of just building those in a box. I didn't order. I only ordered 1,000 of those. I didn't order 6,000 of those.
Yeah.
So the clearly the event of the year, Mark Spears blind bags, 100%. Like, kudos to Mark for that. That's fantastic, right? He actually keeps a kind of a list. So maybe I'll make a some kind of graphic or some shit for this later on.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also said, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about what we think is probably the second biggest event of the year, and really just because what it was the Batman Deadpool crossover.
Yeah.
Or Deadpool Batman crossover. One was better than the other, probably just because of like not just covers, but also because the story. So Deadpool Batman, Deadpool, Marvel did a version, DC did a version. I think everybody kind of agreed that the Marvel version had, I don't know, was it Marvel or DC had the better covers? The Marvel had the better covers. I think, like the Campbell and some other ones.
Yeah.
But we had to talk about that for sure. I want to talk about this issue. This is probably I was probably tired of hearing about it. This issue of Zatanna was probably the coolest, funnest book I read all year. Next to, I don't have one with me, but the playing cards from Ice Cream Man, the playing card deck.
Hold on.
You have one?
Yep. Oh. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Unopened. Yeah, so that was so unique. It's, in case you guys don't know, you open those up, and then you read it in order of the cards. You read them 1 through 52, and it tells you a story, a sequential comic book type story. Now I know it's not a comic, but a comic is sequential art telling a story, basically, right? Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what the deck of cards does. And it was really cool. What did you think about that when you first saw that, Kyle?
So yeah, I was of two minds, as always with W. Maxwell Prince and Ice Cream Man, how I was singing its praises for a long time, how great it was. And then, like most creative people, it's sometimes you can get too far into your own head and the ego takes over, and then it can get a little self-indulgent. And the past few issues of Ice Cream Man have been not good. And so when this came out, when this was decided that they were going to do this, I was like, this could be really cool, or this could be the stupidest fucking thing that anybody has tried and failed at miserably. But no, when I read it, I was like, this is great. Like, this is something that the Eisners, this is something that like needs to be praised. everybody needs to be talking about this, and the fact that everyone is just kind of being like, yeah, whatever, or who cares, or it's a horror anthology, or it's nobody cares about it. It's like, no, 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 no. It's like, when the fuck would Marvel or DC ever try anything like this? Never. They wouldn't.
Oh,
They wouldn't try
no.
it.
Nope.
So I just, when things like this happen, when they hit the zeitgeist at a certain time and moment, just like Mark Spears has recently with his blind bag and everything, like there are certain pivotal moments that happen that gets everybody to kind of turn their head and say, look what this guy's doing. And they're doing it correctly. And this Ice Cream Man was one of them, where I have been very hard on W. Maxwell Prince and Ice Cream Man, and rightfully so, because I cherish it, because I really love the series.
Yep.
And so, again, like we say, we call balls and strikes. And when this guy does well, he knocks it out of the park, and he did with this playing card stuff. It's not a gimmick. Like, there was a reason for it to be told that way. Could it have been in a comic book form? Sure, but it wouldn't have had that fun. I don't know. There was
It would
something
hit different.
Yeah,
There's
100%.
something about flipping that next card and seeing
Yeah.
what's there, as opposed to your eye being drawn across the page, right? Your eye's not drawn across the page. You have to flip to the next card. So you're seeing one image, one moment of time at a time, if that makes sense.
Right. And you almost feel as shitty as this degenerate dad gambler in here. You're doing the same thing he's doing. You're flipping the same cards, like, what's next? What's next? What's next? It's like you're participating in this event as well. And I love it when that stuff happens. It's very rare. I think this is about the only time I've ever been a part of it on the ground floor to actually see it. Because 10 years from now, it'll be like, hey, remember that? It's like, oh, yeah, that was something. So, like, to be here for it was special.
Yeah. No, I agree. So let's talk about, so we both want to talk about this series.
Yeah.
Fairyland, F-U-C-K, fuck Fairyland. This is just, we both enjoy reading this every week when it comes out. Mm-hmm. It never really makes the top. Well, it made your top 10 once or twice, I think.
It can when the week sucks.
Yes, it depends on what else is out that week. But it's just a really fun, it's a fun read. It's one of those books you can give it to your wife and she'll like it. Don't give it to your kid. No. But Scotty Young writes it. This other dude's drawing it. Looks like Scotty Young. It's really, really good. So we highly advise picking this up if you get a chance to read it. There's omnibuses out of it. This is issue 44. So it's been going on for a minute. Mm-hmm. Get an omnibus of it. Read the back issues. You won't be disappointed. It's what comics should be. It's fun. It's lighthearted. It makes fun of itself. It makes fun of comics. Makes fun of everything. It's super cool. So highly advise that.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about all of the Punishers we got this year. So we got Daredevil Punisher. This just came out. This is on issue 2, right?
Yep.
Issue 2. We got Red Band Punisher. I can't use my hands. We got Red Band Punisher, which is very much Red Band. It's called Red Bag. They're all polybagged when you buy them at the LCS because they're super violent. Apparently Marvel's okay with violence, not sexuality. And we have the Jimmy Palmiotti Punisher, Marvel Knights. So we got kind of 3 different Punisher things going on here. So Kyle, what do you think about, what's your favorite of those 3 if you had to pick one?
I would say the one that's doing it the best right now, as in I'm having the most fun with, it's weirdly enough the Red Band.
I knew I picked it up.
Yeah, that's the one that is telling the most Punisher story.
Yeah. It starts off pretty. I mean, the art's fantastic in it.
Yeah, art's really good.
Mm-hmm. And also, Trish loves I Hate Fairyland. Same, Trish.
Yeah.
Tombstone is very evil and dark in this series.
Oh
It's
yeah.
funny because there's a tombstone in here, there's a tombstone in ASM, and there are two different tombstones, 100%. The Jimmy Palmiotti Punisher, it's it's the El Zombie. I am El Zombie.
El Zombie.
It's for 3 issues. We got I am Death. I am El Zombie. I am the zombie. And then he's not the zombie, and I guess now he's going to go get some vengeance.
Sure.
Honestly, the supporting characters are probably more interesting than the Punisher, and that's not saying a whole lot in this story. So I was really kind of disappointed in that. And then this Daredevil Punisher, for me, it missed the mark with the very first issue because it had the old fashioned. I mean, the story had already been done. I mean, they fight on a rooftop. Frank ties him up, gives him the choice: either shoot me, you got to kill me, because if you don't, I'm going to kill the bad guy. It's been done. It was done in the TV series. It was done in the comics before this comic. So why do we need that story again? And
Correct.
oddly enough, that's Palmiotti also.
Correct.
So
it's like, what are we doing? Like, why do you need to put these all out at once?
I mean, this is the Jimmy Palmiotti with Quezada that saved Marvel with Marvel Knights, right?
Correct.
What are you doing now? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So that was kind of weird. And then we need to talk about the Marvel weird, not Elseworlds universe. We got Battle World, we got Marvel Zombies, which is Red Band also, and we have the End 2099. So these are all kind of dystopian alternate reality series. And you're going to hear this from us a lot tonight. You've probably heard it from us a lot in our videos, is that Marvel really needs a unifying storyline, a unifying event, cross all titles. Like we used to get those with the X-Men all the time, and even every once in a while we'd have the Avengers X-Men crossover or something for only 4 issues. They need some kind of a company-wide mega shakeup event because there's so much happening in Marvel right now. Like we just said, there's 3 different Punisher stories. They're just publishing random things, and when they do try to do an event, which we're going to talk about in a minute, it doesn't go very well at all.
Correct. At all.
So anyway, what are your thoughts on the dystopian, not Elseworlds, Marvel Elseworlds stories?
Yeah, like they can be fun. I love Elseworld stories. I could read those forever. Like they're evergreens. You put those in their own universe and put it in an Elseworlds banner or whatever the hell you want to call it, and let those guys just have some fun. Give it to Carrie Andrews, actually. Let him take over. You have fun. Get him a good writer. And just go to town on this shit. Go crazy and just have fun with it. And so that way, if you do want to cross over at one point, you can, but you're not affecting your Elseworld stories. Whereas now it's just like, wait, the end, like, what does this affect? Is this going into anything else? Does it relate to Battle World? Does it relate to Marvel Zombie? Like, are you plucking things out of here and doing this? Like, when does this take place? Why does this take place? And so I just think they have a hard time giving it stakes. And I think you need that with Marvel. DC, with KO, you feel the stakes in those fights. You feel the stakes of, this is what Darkseid is doing, and we have to do this, and we're forced to do this. Whereas Marvel, I just feel like loves just, let's pluck this person out of here and put them into a situation, and now you fight. To where then it's like, why do I give a shit? Why does that character care? They don't care. So
yeah,
they need a major overhaul and just have a little more fun with it.
Yeah. I mean, Battle World, this one is probably for me the most enjoyable because the dude that writes it, this Christos Cage, he has a clear love of the Marvel Universe. In the back of every issue, he puts his little description of like, what happened on this page, what the key moment on that page. And I love reading that part. I really do. It's super enjoyable to me to read his commentary in the back. I'll go back through and flip back and forth between the pages. So Battle World to me is the most enjoyable. The end is just confusing right now, and Marvel Zombies, it doesn't feel like Marvel Zombies, I guess, if that makes sense.
It's light. Yeah, it's wussified. It's just like what it's light. It's missing, ironically, teeth. Like it's not scary.
Yeah, the first one was scarier.
Very.
You know,
you felt for it when Magneto was stuck there, and like I remember that first issue of Magneto staying behind, and then him being like, "Do you not understand? Like the entire world's made of concrete, and like I can outlast all of you." Like he's just ripping those zombies apart, and it was fun.
Yeah, no, you're wrong. Yeah, it's definitely the first issue was kind of what the right word is. It just wasn't what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
If it's Red Band, it's not as zombie story could be to be Red Band. I don't know. There's just all these different series from Marvel that they need to be put in some kind of a different thing, if that makes sense.
They do, or just don't do it at all. If you're not going to care, again, it's like if you're not going to do it,
yeah,
don't do it.
I think we froze up for a second. So we got to talk about the Spawn universe.
Good luck.
Like
that's all you.
Yeah, this Spawn universe is very. I don't know if confusing is the right word. So we got Cursed Shirley Johnson this year, which we both really liked the first issue of.
Yeah.
Really good story. Art was fantastic. I mean, blew away anything else that was out that week, probably that month. But not do we have the main title of Spawn. Keep up with me here. Okay. So we have Cursed Shirley Johnson, Gunslinger, Deadly Tales of Gunslinger, King Spawn, Scorched, Bloodletter, Salmon Twitch, Rat City, and Book of Nyx, Black Ritual. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Spawn titles. I don't know what I'm reading in these, and honestly, they started becoming the last thing that I would read for the week, especially like Rat City, Scorched. Just the description they give you. So let's say you want to pick this up. You look at it, art's fantastic. It's Spawn, right? Segovia did the interior of this. And this is Scorched issue number 45. You're like, I want to read this. Let me get a recap.
Yeah.
Get ready. I'm going to read you the recap. You guys ready?
Okay.
The battle with the Viscerator and her team is upon them, and the Scorched may not. Riveting. I'm caught up now. No, I don't need 15 paragraphs of what happened, right?
Right.
But as you read the story, it doesn't even really reference like anything else that's happening. And the characters will talk to each other just like they've known each other forever, which they have, but we don't know them. So,
right.
You know, in a comic, if me and Kyle were having a dialogue, a poorly written comic, first panel, hey man, we got to go to the store. Hey Kyle, let's go to the store. Oh, that's Kyle. Now I know that's Kyle, right?
Right.
Hey Kyle, hey man, we need to go to the store and get that thing we talked about. Hey Kyle, we need to go to the store and get that super ray gun that's going to take out the demons that have been chasing us for 6 months. That's the way, you know, it sounds dumb, but that's how the comic should be written. We need more of that in the Spawn universe. Yeah, Trish, I love a one sentence recap over 45 issues. Exactly. But you can recap in the story. It's a technique to recap during the story, but that doesn't happen either. So,
correct.
We call that, we probably made it up, or maybe we didn't. I don't know. But we call that, it's written for the trade, because it's not meant to be read 30 days apart, because you forget everything. So that's Image formula anyway. Get a bunch of books out and then make it for the trade.
Correct.
Anyway, all these Spawn books, they need some kind of unity. It'd be cool if they even referenced each other. There were crossover characters that we understood. It's just a lot. It's just a lot for us.
Yeah. That opening page for every book, they just need to have a quick, just update a synopsis on this is what Scorched is doing right now. This is what Spawn's doing right now. King Spawn, Gunslinger, like just give us an overall view of the universe. Like, where are we at right now?
I hate to say this, but Marvel did that for Ultimate, all the Ultimate books.
Yeah.
First page.
Yep.
Everybody in the different teams are different colors. Their names are there.
Yep.
If they died, they put an exit through it.
Mm-hmm.
So at least you knew they existed and they were dead.
Right. It's like, okay, I never got to worry about seeing them again. Okay.
Yeah. They gone. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we're going to talk about a couple publishers.
No.
The boss is here. Hold on.
Oh.
On the screen, that behind you looks like a pot full of broccoli with like a bow around the thing, and I was trying to see what you have back here, but it's the Hulk.
The Hulk looks like a pot full of broccoli. Hulk looks like he's full of broccoli.
On my phone, it does.
She is so adorable.
That was it.
Poke her here and say hi to everybody. There she is. Look at
Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kim.
Oh, she smells so good. She got her pajamas on. Show's over.
See you later. Have a good one.
Dudes, we gotta go. I just saw my number one pick. Truth be told, looks like a plant. Okay, so Hulk needs some light on him. Okay, got it. Hulk, you've been dubbed a plant. Okay. So we're gonna talk about a couple of publishers. One's been well known, and one we just kind of discovered. So this one is called Panic.
Yeah.
There's their logo. Panic, P-A-N-I-K, Entertainment. Now, this doesn't mean anything. It probably means I'm an idiot. I never heard of these guys. Kyle, have you heard of these guys before these books?
No, I have not.
They published, I think, 3 titles this year. I could be mistaken. This is one, Black Diamond, we reviewed. A horror story based in ski slopes. Hell of a twist in the end. And I want this to be a movie very badly, because I think this would be great as a movie. I don't feel like it worked as a comic as well as it could have. But this would be a fantastic movie, even miniseries. I would dig it. And then Savager, you want to read a book with some stunning, stunning art in it. Savager is fantastic. It's really dark, so it's hard to show you guys. But the art is just so good in this. The art is so good. And what's really cool too is the cardstock. It's like this velvet stock. I forget what they call it. It's not velvet. I forget what they call it. It's like a silk paper, they call it. It's got a very soft, smooth feel to it. And they did this on all their covers for their books. They published another book called, I think they did Tama. I think they were the guys that did that. Tama.
Yeah.
But this Savager, I think we've only read issue 2 so far, 1 and 2.
Correct.
Yeah, soft touch matte. Thank you, Trish. And yeah, here to be own a printing company, I don't even know. But yeah, it's really good. So we really like this Panic, and this is a whole ass company. I mean, I'm looking at I'm always curious how these companies are structured. I mean, they got editor, associate editor, production design, marketing services, CEO and publisher, head of studio and executive editor, CCO, CFO, VP of creative development, chief advisor, and they're all different people.
Right? Yeah, I thought the same guy. Yeah,
I was just gonna say, all those would just be me,
correct. Yeah.
me and Kyle a little bit, me, you know, like because I asked Kyle, what do you think about this? I guess that'd be
Yeah.
assistant art direction.
Assistant to the assistant. Yeah.
Would you choose A or B? B is cooler. Thanks.
Cool.
But anyway, this Panic is good. We advise you guys pick them up and check out their stuff. It was pretty cool. And then from the ashes of all of their bad ideas is, I mean, Bad Idea kind of took this year, in my opinion, by storm. Cul-de-sac, we're going to talk more about this later. Super good. Planet Death, great. I mean, talk about stunning art. I can't wait for this to come out even more. Really great spot gloss covers. Beautiful stories there. Survive was a surprise too. That was been fun. Ordained just came out. It got optioned just before it was released. They're all terrible. The covers look nothing like the interior, by the way, and the covers have nothing to do with the interior either. A little deceptive, but that's okay. And what was the other one? Save Now. Don't have that on me, but Save Now, really good, really good. I want that to be a movie too. But Bad Idea, and they came in with. I mean, Survive has regular cardstock, or regular interior paper, but most of their stuff has the newsprint on the inside. And super light. This book is so light. Look how easily I'm lifting this comic book. It's so light. You get a case of these and you pick it up and you're like, oh, this is full of Bad Idea comics or facsimiles. But it's just really nice to get to read. Ordained has the really light cardstock cover and it also, newsprint paper in it. So Bad Idea is really doing a great job this year with all the stuff they've put out. And, you know, comic people have long memories and they're very unforgiving. So, well, unless it comes to Kickstarters unfulfilled by major artists, and then they forget all about it. It's so funny. Like we talked about this a little bit. People will forgive Ethan Van Sciver and Rob Liefeld for having unfulfilled Kickstarters from 3 to 10 years ago, but Bad Idea does some weird stuff 2 years ago, and they're like, "Oh, they suck forever. They suck forever." Anyway, what'd you think of Bad Idea this year, brother? What were your thoughts on all that stuff?
Yeah, you know, I was definitely in that camp of I was going to write Bad Idea off forever. They got so up their own asses with how stupid their gimmicks were, to where they weren't, I feel like, were really caring about the product they were putting out so much as let's try to create moments. Let's try to create something with go and collect all 3 of these badges from something and then we'll give you a fucking comic book, or go buy a donut for $100 and we'll give you a comic book. It's like stupid shit where it's just like, are you even a comic book company? Like, do you even care? And so they were so far into the weeds to where I'm like, I don't trust them ever again. And so when Planet Death was announced and I was like, Robert Venditti, amazing art. I'm like, okay, but I still don't trust you, but I can give it a shot. And when they put out the product, I was like, you cared. Okay, you put out a really good first attempt at actually wanting to tell a story. And so I was still skeptical, but a little bit more on board. And then Cul-de-sac came out. And then I was like, oh shit, they really do care. And then Save Now. And then we got Survive. And so then I was like, okay, I'm like, they're actually caring about the comic book. They have their gimmicks, the Cul-de-sac with the stake through the comic book. They do that stuff. And fine, that's okay. But by and large, I feel like now it's, let's put out a good comic book, a good product, and then the gimmicks can come later. And if people want to go down that rabbit hole, they can. But I think it's as we call it, again, we call balls and strikes. When they do something right, they have to be commended. And they've done a lot of right this year, and I have to commend them for it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one of them.
Yep.
Really slow right now. Yeah, I actually got one of these.
Yes, you
It
do.
was really cool seeing that. It was
Yep.
really cool. Mine was a 9.8, which is interesting. But yeah, it was really cool, a lot of fun. They still do some stuff like that, but like Kyle said, they clearly care about the comics because they are not that they weren't quality before, but they were overshadowed by some of the craziness they did.
Correct.
And I get what they were trying to do. The day of release button, first in line to get it. They're trying to drive people to LCSs, which makes sense. Collect the buttons and send them in. We got a couple exclusive secret comics from them. They did a secret solicitation in the Diamond Previews catalog that no one knew about unless you knew. Like if you really read the catalog, it was buried in the back. And if you ordered it, you got it. If not, it was super underprinted. So, but this is more about the art or the comics and the art, I think. So kudos to them for making that shift.
Bravo. Because like we said, it is tough to come back from something like that.
It is. Comic people are very, very unforgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're going to talk about some disappointments. So this is kind of our skip it mess section here before we get to our top 10. We can go through some of these kind of quick. Something's Killing the Children. I finally said it's time to stop reading this because
thank you.
Honestly, James Tynion's writing style, there's so much wasted shit happening on a page. It'll take 3 pages for somebody to walk out of their house and get in their car. It'll take 2.5 pages for somebody to order a drink at a bar. And you're not setting a mood. You're not establishing anything. You're not doing anything that couldn't be done in one panel. It's just drawing out a story to get a 24-page comic, including every issue having the gigantic. That's part of the 24-page count. It's just the stories are so slow. The character development, it's just now. I hate to say the word cash grab because that's overused and everything is a cash grab because we're in a capitalist country. So everything is done to make money. But now it's just milking fans, and it feels shady. It feels slimy. He's not an idiot. He knows what he's doing, drawing these issues out. So anyway, skip those. Anything you want to add on that one, brother?
No, I have one of the trades down here I've never read. I think it's up there somewhere. I thought about going back and trying to, but I'm like, I really don't give a shit, and I don't know if I ever could.
I have volume 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the softcover trades, and I really like them. I was a fan, but then I just started noticing how nothing is happening over and over and over again, and I felt like I'm just wasting money on these. And retailers are doing covers because he struck gold with that mask and the teeth. It looks so cool, but it's old. So this next one's right up your alley, bro. I'll let you talk about these. So we're talking about anthology books this year. This was the year of the anthology book. So I just grabbed a few here. We had Catacomb of Torment from EC.
Bad.
Twilight Zone started being published again.
Bad.
And then Creepshow came out, along with a few others that we don't have here. So how did you feel about these anthology books this year, Kyle?
They're all bad. All of them suck. They don't care. They only pay somebody to do a cover that will sell. And they put no thought or effort into those anthology series at all.
No. You get at least one highly politically charged story.
Yep.
Which is usually calling an authority figure a fascist. I mean, you could write the script.
Yes.
Find an authority figure, call him a fascist, have a minority female be the hero.
Yep.
And the day is won, basically.
Yeah, like that's the twist. It's like, wait, but I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. And there's not a lot of, even the horror aspect to it, it's not scary. It's not one of those things that sticks with you. I saw Santa stuck with me for a week.
Me too.
Week. Even after we talked about it, I was still thinking about that goddamn issue.
That the reindeer scene, the reindeer scene will forever be stuck in my brain forever.
Issue 2. I was like, how could you who does that to a reindeer? Like,
I know.
They're the most innocent,
they're so innocent and adorable. It's like, what did they didn't do anything to you?
I mean, that stuck with me. These are so forgettable.
Yeah.
They're forgettable, throwaway, and some of them are $5-6 an issue. So no, don't waste your money on them.
And I got started on Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone is what got me into horror anthologies. And you fuck that up. Like, that is sacrilege. Like, that is unforgivable.
Yeah. I saw somebody said something funny. It said, Twilight Zone is the great grandfather of 2020 and 60 Minutes.
It really is. Sad but true.
I'm gonna let you talk about this one too. So, talk about disappointments. So, things that could have been awesome, but sucked. Number 1, Spirits of Violence.
God, what is that?
Well, I guess we needed Wolverine's son Daken to become Helverine and be possessed by a spirit. I guess we needed that. And I guess we needed Barbara Ketch, Danny Ketch's sister, to become the spirit of violence. But not only was the storytelling lax, but I'm sorry, I'm taking over for you. Go ahead, Kyle. What do you think about?
I'm tired of seeing 3 or 4 female versions of Ghost Rider coming around telling Johnny Blaze and Danny Ketch how stupid they are, how dumb they are, how weak and pathetic they are, and it's just people standing around talking about how stupid you are, and him being like, but you're my sister and I love you and I got to find a way to save her, but I can't. And she's like, you're a fucking idiot. I don't need your help. I'm who I am. And it's like, go to hell. Literally go to hell and never come back. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, they missed a couple really good moments. Like, we got Vengeance back, and well, the art if anything, the art almost made this unreadable.
Art's bad. Art's not good.
It pretty much made it unreadable. That's the big splash page of the big bad.
It's the big reveal.
The fire.
Uh-oh. We lost you. Where are you? Hello.
Here I am.
There you are.
I guess I need another Wi-Fi booster or something here. Anyway,
you don't have enough.
This is a quick one. Death of the Silver Surfer.
Fuck that series. Fuck that book.
Once again, we need this angry astronaut on a space station to become the new Silver Surfer and have a problem with her mom and cry about her mom and then become the Silver Surfer because a tear of Galactus is coming towards what? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Why? There's no reason why she becomes a Silver Surfer. No good reason. They just wanted a Silver Surfer to be a chick. Probably because of the movie.
Yeah, that helps. Great. Yay. What about
Just-
her character, though? No, she's just strong and knows everything automatically.
Just
Okay, got it.
dumb. It was so unenjoyable. Okay, there we go. Immortal Legend of Batman. Kyle, why aren't you still reading this?
Well, issue 1 was basically Power Rangers, but ironically, because it's written by Kyle Higgins, who does Radiant Black, which is Power Rangers. This is Batman, but if he was a Power Ranger, and I couldn't go on that journey with him with that. It was a little too kooky for me, and I was out.
Bane is a Power Ranger. Yeah, very clearly this is Batman Power Rangers. Robin is the red Power Ranger. Batman's a blue Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, not enjoyable story.
No.
It was exactly that. And Kyle Higgins wrote Power Rangers for a while, and then he went and started Radiant Black, which is his own version of Power Rangers. And then DC said, "Will you please write a Batman Power Ranger story for us?" And he said, "Sure."
Why not?
Okay, I can't believe you don't like this one anymore. How about the Kryptonite Spectrum?
You go from the best idea. You go from this to that.
This
Same
is
guy.
An artist or a creator getting in his own way.
Yes.
Maybe. Or it felt like he was trying to show us just how creative he really is.
Man.
I mean, I got that feeling, if that makes sense. Like, look how many ideas I have.
Yeah.
This was just,
it's
cringy. It's cringy. It's literally cringy.
It's what happens when you're creative. Unfortunately, when you're too creative, and DC gave him no guardrails apparently, and they just let him do whatever he wanted.
I am Kryptonite Man. Not clone. I am Kryptonite Man. Riveting dialogue. Batman's written like an idiot, really.
Yes. Yep.
You get this weird meta shit happening in here where you gotta like read and decipher this.
Oh God.
To understand the story. And it has so much potential. Like there's 5 different kryptonites. Let's see what each one does. How's Lex Luthor going to get in there? Batman's there to help him out. And it just goes off the rails and turns into a bad Grant Morrison story.
Very bad. And unfortunately with W. Maxwell Prince, COVID and Trump just it shorted out his brain. And like those are 2 things that are forever trapped in his mind that are the cause of all of his problems and everyone's problems in the world. And it just, he has to just, when he doesn't have guardrails to tell a story, it's like, oh, COVID, oh, Trump bad, oh, this, it's like, okay, we get it. We understand your point of view. What the fuck does this have to do with the story or Superman? And it's like, but it doesn't. But then it does because it's everything. It's like,
those are his pitches. You need to just hush. As Brian would say, there's a Segu. Brian McClay would be proud.
Yep.
So Hush, why are we disappointed at Hush? I mean, it's Jim Lee.
It is Jimmy Lee, and Jeff
following up
Loeb. The book never comes out at all. I don't even know if they're ever going to finish it to this point. I really think they gave up on it.
I mean, when he's on, he's on.
He is.
The art is worth it alone. But we started doing these reviews in what, June, July?
Yeah.
And we've had 2 issues of Hush to review in 6 months.
Yep.
Batman 161 and Batman 162. So it just kind of goes along the lines. And then why would they so if Jim is this far behind, why do you have him drawing covers for anything?
Right. Yeah.
why take on any more work?
Yep. Why need it now?
Just
Finish it.
Yeah. Just like we
do
could say with these guys that have unfulfilled Kickstarters, like, don't do anything else until you fulfill your Kickstarter.
Yeah. Just put your book out.
So don't draw a Batman Wolverine cover. Don't draw a head of Darkseid for DCKO, which was lame.
Agreed.
Finish your commitment.
Yeah.
And draw Hush.
Especially when it's something that nobody was wanting in the first place. It's like, if you're going to go back to that well and sully the waters and basically ruin everything good with Hush and be like, no, let's do it. It's like, okay, but no one's telling you to do this and you can do whatever you want. Just take however long you need to do the interiors.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares? It takes you 5 years. Oh, well, no one wants it anyway.
I mean, nobody was clamoring for it. If only there was a Hush 2.
Right.
It would be better. Just like nobody needed Doomsday Clock.
Very true. God, what a big fucking letdown that was.
ASM this year.
Terrible.
Well, the only good thing is we're getting some pretty cool Lee Bermejo covers.
Aside from Mary Jane, they're great. Yes.
That was a miss. Don't ask certain people to draw girls.
Correct.
Yeah, ASM this year has been weird, I guess, to kind of say the least. What are your thoughts on Amazing Spider-Man?
I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan anyway, so to get me to read ASM takes a little bit of effort, and then when you put out a terrible product, and on top of that, just because you have JR doing it doesn't mean you can let him do whatever he wants and turn in subpar work, regardless if he's JR. I don't give a fuck what his name is. It's not up to the Marvel standard. It's not up to the ASM standard. Then don't put it out, because let's face it, this is the one series that you have all of the fucking gray hairs that I have to get every issue since Amazing Fantasy 15 all the way through. I'm a completist. I need every terrible issue. So those guys don't give a shit because they're not reading it. And so when we are, and it doesn't make any sense, and you put Peter in stupid predicaments that don't make any sense, I don't understand what the hell we're doing.
Yeah. So he started fighting this dude, and the dude doesn't explain where he comes from. He punches him into space.
Correct.
Pretty much. And then someone else takes over as Spider-Man.
Yep.
And then he goes in, and then in space, he gets a new suit.
Yep.
That turns out to be not Venom suit. It's
correct.
A golden Venom suit.
Pretty much.
This is a dumb issue. All the Spider people that no one asked for, Spider-Boy and Spider-Girl and Silk and Gwen and Miles. Silk, Gwen, Miles, okay, got it. But we don't need the kids anyway. And then we get the bait and switch issues where there's supposed to be the first appearance of these characters and they're nowhere to be seen. Symbi, Rocket, this dude who's super annoying, the good bad guy. It's just very weirdly written. There's the not Venom suit turns into a dude. So it's just weird. Norman Osborn's pretending to be Spider-Man. I don't know. What else can we say about it?
Yeah, when you have Norman Osborn and Ben Reilly trying both to be the different versions of Peter Parker and both of them failing miserably, and what we got in the latest issue of J. Jonah Jameson and Norman Osborn sitting in an apartment talking to each other, which, look, My Dinner with Andre, sure, it's got its points. You can sit there and have conversations about things existentially, great, but I just think there needs to be more of a poignant, tone to their conversation and then be like, okay, hey, I'm having a really tough time here. And I felt like taking over as Spider-Man was going to try to fill some void in my life. As it turns out, it's not. And whatever. It's like, you don't even get that far. So I just, a whole time, I'm like, what is the point to any of this? Get Peter back. Fuck off. Like, let's just get back to Spider-Man.
And they keep distracting us. Like next issue, all of a sudden now they're hunting goblins. And
Yes.
we're supposed to care about this now.
Yeah.
And there's some more disappointing stuff coming up here in a little bit in the ASM world, but it's just a hot mess right now, in my opinion.
Big mess.
Big hot mess.
Yep.
Okay. We're almost done here. We got to talk about how terrible Uncanny X-Men has been this year, even before the weird crossover. Big X-Men fan. This is probably my favorite Marvel property of all time is X-Men. That goes for a lot of us big X-Men fans. This is an unrecognizable Uncanny X-Men issues since I started reading again. Gail Simone is not good at writing the X-Men, in my opinion, whatsoever. The characters do not act like the characters should. There's all these new characters nobody cares about. They're annoying. They're not very heroic. They're whiny and bitchy and complaining. It detracts from any semblance of X-Men we would care about. So, anyway, what do you think about Uncanny?
Yeah, Gail Simone can't write anybody else other than herself into everything now, it seems. And so when it comes to her writing anything as far as action or urgency or any type of reasoning behind someone's actions, it is always, well, I don't know, I just felt a certain way. And so let's have everybody talk about their feelings and what does this really mean? And what no, let's have a dialogue about it. Like, I'm really concerned about you. Like, what's really going on here? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is the X-Men. Where's Wolverine at? Well, what if he wasn't so mean all the time? It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why are you writing this? Why do you want to write these characters? You can't.
Yeah. I'd rather go back to him being a confused school teacher at the Jean Grey School for Gifted Youngsters.
Right.
Another thing we don't need any more of, speaking of things we don't need, which is Gail Simone writing the X-Men, is all these black, white, and bloods and black, white, and reds and red, blue, and yellow. And can we stop with these? Can we stop with these, please? I've never read one and been like, guys, you got to go pick this one up. There may be one cool story in every one of these, and the rest is just maybe a cool cover.
Yeah.
This is $6. This is $6. And this regular cover is also $6.
There you go.
So with tax, $20 for 3 stories that nothing happens, they're not very enjoyable. I think we just need to stop with these black, white, and reds and bloods and blues and shit.
Agreed.
Kyle agrees.
It just we just don't need them. You're not pushing the envelope. You're not taking the violence to an 11 that you can't do in a regular Marvel series. So what's the point?
Yep, agreed. Trish, that'd be insane if My Little Pony did that.
I don't read My Little Pony, so
Happy Holidays, Comics Embrace. Yep. So tell us your review of Ultimate X-Men number 21, Kyle.
Didn't read it. Don't read Ultimate X-Men. Peach Momoko can fuck off. She shouldn't be writing. Her art is subpar, so not for me.
What are you talking about?
What the fuck is that? That's X-Men? I don't even know.
Yeah, can't you tell?
No. What X-Men is that?
Cover to you?
Nope.
There's an X on the headlight.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Stupid of me. Of course, that's the one X-Men we all know and love. Oh yeah, that's it.
That's
yep, I know. Yep.
not Iceman.
Not Iceman.
Yeah, I tried reading these. Oh man, excuse me. Just looking at this is making me yawn. I tried reading these, and I know this is probably labor of love for Peach, but I mean, it seems like it's marketed to 12-year-old girls that like manga.
Sure.
I don't know how this fits into the Ultimate Universe because it just doesn't.
No.
If you want to read a good Ultimate X-Men title, just read Ultimate Wolverine.
Agreed. That's the only one you need.
That's the way to go. We're almost done with the disappointments here, guys. Don't want to turn this into a big negativity thing, but this has probably been the worst Venom year in a long time. For some reason, they decided to make Venom Mary Jane, but he still looks like a dude. For some reason, he still looks like a dude. That's Mary Jane on the inside. Clearly.
Trapped in a not man's body. Got it. Okay.
So strange. And it's even weirder when she changes and all of a sudden she's just hot Mary Jane underneath.
Of course.
And please don't ask Terry Dodson to draw this crap anymore because Terry Dodson is too good to be wasted on that garbage. And then it's just a lot of, talky. And the worst part about this is the big hype is Venom 250 is they decide to become like Spider-Man, which doesn't make any sense. And Null comes back with Hela for some reason. It's just not. Mary Jane as Venom does not work. It makes no sense. One issue, they have him riding roller skates dressed as Iron Man.
Oh,
literally. They're like, people don't like us, Mary Jane. Then let's look like someone else. Let's look like Tony Stark. But they'll think it's weird we're not flying. Then let's put on roller skates. And they make Venom roller skates. What is happening? Waste.
Silly.
And this is crazy because this was $8.
Damn.
For Venom 250.
Seminal issue.
All right, a couple more, and then we got some other stuff here, guys. Then we're going to get into some positivity again to get into our top 10. So I don't like to get into politics on the channel too much. It's hard not to sometimes because it's forced, no pun intended, down our throats. Sometimes, like with this complete pile of dog poop, Andra, this is He-Man. Because we needed the new Master of Arm to be a strong black woman.
Yeah.
What's even more ridiculous about this is the absurdity with which how she becomes Man at Arms. It's absurd what happens in the story. Thank God they didn't waste Freddie Williams Jr.'s art on this. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It's horrible. It shouldn't exist.
Yeah, just the fact that she's a girl and they're still calling her Man at Arms. Like, you're not even supposed to call a female police officer a policeman. They're a police person.
Correct, they are.
Woman.
Yep.
So,
officer.
Dark Horse blew that one right out the ass. Of course, it's written by a girl, Tiffany Smith. And
Which
drawn by a girl, Adriana Mello. I don't know who all these people are.
Congratulations.
Please don't make any more comic books. And speaking of woke crap, This is the issue that Kyle ripped in half during the
There it
review
is.
show. This is the exact issue. I saved it. We're supposed to destroy these, and we did the right thing.
There you go.
So, go ahead and talk about what happened with this, Kyle. I wasn't here. I was in Jamaica on vacation when this happened.
Damn, that's right.
Yeah.
So this happened around the Charlie Kirk assassination. Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and then shortly thereafter, the writer for that Red Hood series, he, she, they, them, whatever the fuck, decided to go post on to Twitter very disparaging comments about how happy I would.
It felt like she was happy.
I was happy that it happened. Yes,
Yeah.
I would say. There was some elation there, and alluding to it anyway. And so from those tweets, DC decided, okay, this is kind of hot right now. We need to cancel. We're going to go ahead and cancel this series. And they said, destroy them, whatever. We'll issue a refund to all the retailers, but go ahead and destroy your copies,
And
we'll give you a refund.
They did. We got credits for all those.
Yeah, and kudos to DC for doing that. I got to give them props for, at the time, coming down like they did. They made the right decision, in my opinion. They had to. It's like, look, what? Yuck.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you.
I made the right choice. Look, because regardless of how you line up, there are just some things. It's like, look, you're putting a book out, you're doing this, you work for one of the big two. I really feel like at that point in time, you're representing or a representative of DC Comics, and you can't just go out and say whatever the hell you want just because you've been on a side of the political aisle that has been allowed to say whatever they want, regardless of any repercussions happening. So I think it was something that needed to happen, and I'm glad that it did. And so after that outrage, I felt the need to tear that book up and say that person can fuck off forever. And we regardless of where you line up, we don't need any of that from anybody, regardless of who it happens to.
No. She said, 10 September 2025, DC canceled Red Hood series one day after its debut, following post made by Felker Martin on Blue Sky regarding the assassination of Charlie Kirk, including, quote, hope the bullet's okay after touching Charlie Kirk, unquote, and, quote, thoughts and prayers, you Nazi bitch, unquote. DC said the posts were, quote, inconsistent with DC standards of conduct, unquote, and DC refunded retailers for every issue of the book that they had reserved for sale, including copies of the first issue that had already sold. In an interview with the Comics Journal, Felker Martin said when DC called her to inform her that this was, quote, something that DC and Warner Brothers couldn't stand behind or defend, she stated, I said that I've listened to Charlie Kirk being an overt Nazi for years of my life and had no regrets what I said about him. That's just not true. Or she doesn't know what the definition of a Nazi is.
Correct.
I definitely didn't agree with everything Charlie Kirk said, but he was not a Nazi. Correct. Also saying that it didn't just strike me as an especially hot flashpoint. So, anyway, she's an idiot.
He is an idiot. She is an idiot.
Sorry, yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at here. I mean, you try to be sensitive up to a point. By the way, the weed limit is 69, Kyle, in case you're wondering what the weed limit is.
I'm glad I know now. Thank you. I needed to know what my weed limit was.
Yeah.
That's
either a very unattractive dude or unattractive girl. Either way, it doesn't
good
work.
Luck.
Anyway.
Either way, good luck.
Yeah, that's what this person did, and it just wasn't cool. So
Yeah. And so I felt the need to tear it. I know I didn't discuss it with you beforehand. I didn't to anybody. And I at that time, because it was like a day later, I think,
Mm-hmm.
after all of that happened, that I
It
recorded that
happened
video.
very quickly.
It was. And so like I was already like up to there. And so with that, I was just like,
well, and it also said a bunch of cops killed themselves in the beginning of the issue, and he goes, oh yeah, I just don't view cops as people anyway.
Yep.
Like, you know how many cops are in the world, and none of them are people. Like, so fuck her, him. You know, Blue Sky is, hey, all the mean girls left Twitter when Elon Musk took over. Elon Musk was their hero until he decided to support Trump, and then they all of a sudden Teslas are evil, and it's okay to vandalize Teslas, I guess,
right?
Because you don't agree with something. Violence is apparently it is the answer.
Yes.
Anyway, enough on that. We can go on and on. So some good stuff.
Okay.
We saw the rise of EOM, Kai Yong Yom. So EOM did covers for, I believe his first covers he ever did was for Comics Exposure, for Eddie and those guys over there, and did some pretty good Vampirella stuff. I reached out to him because I was always a fan of his art, and I was like, hey man, nobody was using him anymore. He hadn't done covers in a while. And I was like, hey bro, I would love some covers. I bought like 10 from him, spent a lot of money on some covers from him. Some still haven't even used. And then as soon as I started using him again, other people started using him again too, which always happens to me.
Of course.
I start using somebody, everyone else starts using him too. And then he got work for DC. So now he's regular cover artist on DC, which is a win-win for everybody. You know?
Absolutely.
So these are just two covers I happen to find in the boxes me and Kyle were going through today. But if you get a chance, just look at Kai Yong and you're right, man. You're right.
Yep.
They keep hiring them. So
Yes,
EOM is fantastic. A couple other cover artists of note. So one of the best, I think, pinup artists that's really come into his own this year has been David Nakayama. So many covers are just, as soon as I see his covers on FOC, it's instantly I'm buying, even if nobody ordered any, I'm buying 10 to 20 of them, like instantly. So David Nakayama is fantastic. And then I want to point this out. I did this during our video, but these are two covers for the same issue. Look at what a difference a cover artist can make in the perception of a character. So this is super fun, happy, little corny, crazy, quirky, sexy, curvy Harley Quinn. And this is crack horror Harley Quinn. This is the Harley Quinn we all deserve. This is how she really should be.
Agreed.
But this just, I love pointing that out, the difference in these two covers, the juxtaposition in them of how a character can be perceived by the cover artist you choose for your title. So pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I agree, man. Bring back Crazy Harley instead of making her this anti-hero for young girls.
Agreed.
Adam Hughes started doing some more covers this year. Again, we saw some Marvel covers. There's some suit special. There you go, ladies. You want some buff dudes on your covers? I guarantee none of the girls bought this.
Probably not.
I have stories about that kind of stuff. And then probably one of the best covers that I've seen, in my opinion, this year was this Adam Hughes Black Cat variant. Just good for so many reasons.
Oh yeah, two very big reasons.
Two very big reasons. Yeah, it's all the heads on the
Oh, that's it. The two, the heads. That's it.
Look at the mustache on Jay Jonah, how he made
Look
him.
at that. It's
Yeah, he
great.
looks young but old at the same time. He did a great job of drawing that
Yeah.
mustache. Mary Jane is looking at her boobs.
Yes. Who
For some
wouldn't?
reason, Peter's not, though.
He's trying not to. You could tell because Mary Jane's up there like, oh, beat your ass.
Yeah, we saw the resurgence of Adam Hughes. And another artist I need to talk about. This dude come out of nowhere. So, good friend of ours, Comics Elite, David Byrne, he published his comic Stake. And this cover kind of took everyone by storm, especially the gold lines version of this. This artist is Kiss Kiss. He's a dude, and he's done a few covers now, and we think we're going to see some great stuff from him next year. So this is Stake Presents Jessamy. If you want to go look these up, you can probably still get these for fairly cheap, but don't sleep on these. There is an LCS Day version of this cover that you really need to pick up. So congratulations to David for finding this guy Kiss Kiss and giving him some work, because it's a win-win for the comic community for sure. Kyle, you can talk about this dude, Freddie Williams Jr.
Yeah.
How cool is this?
Freddie frickin' Williams doing what he does best, which is Masters of the Universe, fucking just buff dudes, kicking ass, taking name. You have him doing He-Man and Skeletor. Like, he just brings such vibrance and an energy and a presence to Eternia and all of those characters. His battle, like, I love what he does with these huge, just gigantic battles and fight scenes, and like you can really just
His
feel
details in the background are nuts.
They're so good. His facial expressions he uses, especially for Adam, like in that top one right there, just he makes him just look like a kind of like a smug, arrogant kind of a doofus also, but like you can just tell he just has so much fun and appreciation for He-Man and everything. It's like that's somebody you want on this. The Sword of Flaws. I love it. Yeah. But no, he's killing it. Without him on that title, it's nothing.
No. I tell people all the time, you want to read the best He-Man story I've read is the He-Man when they did the crossover with DC.
Yes.
DC versus Master of the Universe, basically.
Yeah.
Man, seeing him draw those covers, incredible.
Yeah. Him on Batman. Yeah.
I agree. Comics embraced. Handstand Dad, we need someone like you to release a South Park type comic that commentates on the ridiculousness and of the DEI and LGBTQ pushing comics for mixed stories. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
If only I had unlimited budget and money. That'd be a fun one for sure.
And time. His
take on that, no way. Keep him far away from that woke garbage. Please keep him away from that. Talk about great art.
Oh God.
Yes.
So
Orphan and the Five Beasts, Bath of Blood. So we got Orphan and the Five Beasts, man, 3 or 4 years ago?
I think so.
Maybe longer. I'm gonna look it up, but talk about stunning, detailed, meticulously drawn art. OMG.
Yeah.
It's so hard to describe.
It is,
and it's hard to show on a camera through a computer. He-Man versus Thundercats was pretty good, Larry. It was, but I think
it
DC
was very good.
This is a fun story. You want to talk about the story a little bit, Kyle? What we got going on with this thing?
Yeah, so we got James Stokoe doing it all for Orphan and the Five Beasts. It was basically this female orphan character who was tasked with going around and hunting down these 5 beasts, 5 bosses, if you will, that were kind of overseeing some areas and causing some havoc and stuff. And so we got a few in the first series, and then this one kind of picks up with the Bath of Blood and the continuation of now that the government kind of knows of this orphan going around doing this, and it's the government kind of stepping in saying, hey, we need to find out who this is and what they're doing and why they're, blowing places up and causing all this havoc, and what transpires with some of these beasts and how they take over certain people. I can't even, you can kind of get it from that cover, but like this art, what James does, the horrific nature of it is so disturbing and haunting that I absolutely love it. And this orphan character, she's great. She's got a sidekick who is, if you like old Japanese style, not the West, but like, Seven Samurai and sort of things like that. I love the kind of humor. That's Thunder Thighs.
Yeah.
I love Thunder Thighs. I love the humor. I love the action. Again, the art is second to none. I have such a fun time with this whenever we get it.
And he does these little things like, look at his leg, how skinny it is. And then look at the Thunder Thighs, just how incredibly, that's a choice. You don't put that much effort into drawing the well in the background and not realize that you made this leg very skinny. That's a stylistic choice.
100%.
Yeah. So good.
It is.
And yeah, like you said, he does everything. Yep. Colors, writes, draws, all the things.
Yeah, which as you can see sometimes is a bit a detriment, whereas something like this where clearly this person has a story to tell and can do it all, sometimes it can be to a comic's detriment having one person do everything.
Yeah, we've said that before many times.
iTyrant, remember iTyrant?
iTyrant, oh my God, there were so many that were just not like, oh yeah, this guy did it all himself. Like, great, no editorial. He asked his mom if it was good. She said yes. And then we got to give a shout out to these treasury editions they've been doing this year.
Yeah.
I don't know who came up with this idea, but this is the comic. This is a regular size comic.
Yeah.
And Kyle has said this before. The only way you should read Skinbreaker, for example, is in this format.
Great.
It's newsprint.
Plus. Look at that, man.
Yeah. It's so much, it hits so much differently in this format. David Finch's art already jumps off the page, but seeing it like this, it's so good. I do wish, though, that these were glossy and not newsprint. For David Finch's art, it's already very dark.
Agreed.
He needs something to help make these pop. So I wish these weren't newsprint. Just this page is a good example of how dark it can be. Anyway.
Heavy shadow. But no, I'm so glad those exist now. They're such a fun and unique way to go back and look at some of that stuff. And I saw the one with Planet Death also.
Oh yeah, that was
fucking amazing. Only way to read that book. Yeah.
Holy. I wish Jim Zub wrote Skinbreaker.
Oh, handstand dad, you're scratching me right where I itch, my man.
Yeah. Were you eavesdropping on us earlier today?
No kidding.
Okay. So before we get to our top 10s, we're going to do some honorable mentions here that we got to talk about. And then we're doing our top, what we say, 12. Top 12. Yep. Guys, this was very hard to do. Just get print boards and bags. That's what we have. 11 by 17. They actually make boards and bags. You can get it from BCW. Or email Comics Elite. We'll put some on our website. Shipping will kill you. So honorable mention. These are in no particular order. This was so hard for us, guys. This was very, very difficult.
Yep.
Okay. Honorable mention. Number one, no order. Transformers.
Yes.
We got issue 24 and 25. Kyle, go ahead. Talk about Transformers.
Yeah. So what Daniel Warren Johnson was able to do revitalizing Transformers, which is a property that has been around for 40 years. And what he was able to do is nothing short of a miracle, coming in here to a well-established property that people are very fond of, they're very protective of. It's very much like a Star Wars, a Star Trek, where it's like you come in here and you start playing around, people get very, very nervous. And so what he was able to do in 24 issues, now he wrote and drew the first 6, and then he started writing the rest, and they brought in different artist. Jorge Yanez, I think, came in and took over. But I just think in 24 issues, that long of a run, what they were able to do, and the fun and the heart and the action with everything was lightning in a bottle that we don't get very often. And so to have been around for it at the start, to see the ash can, to get a copy of the ash can, to have it, and to then see what they were able to do, I had so much fun with it. And again, I love Transformers, but I'm not the biggest Transformers fan. But again, as a kid, I would watch it, but like wasn't a huge fan. Same with G.I. Joe, but I loved how it ended. It was great. And then we have to follow that up with, oh, hey, we're also bringing in Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora now, which then it's like, holy shit, you bring in these two. We'll see how time does with their run, but I had to commend what they were able to do at Skybound with Transformers. It brought back comics. I felt that was kind of the first one.
You want to comment on this comment right here too?
Yeah, no, you're right. The gritty art style of Daniel Warren Johnson brought a look and feel to Transformers that we've never seen before. We've never seen Optimus Prime suplex another Transformer, like bringing in that level of action into the panels. Like, whoa, what the hell is this? Like, gets his arm blown off, and it's like, I mean, some of this stuff, it's like, this is so cool to see, and how he was able to get them to move. Panels of him mid-transforming, things we've never seen, like just to create some type of movement in a panel. It was revolutionary.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, there's enough stories, I think. Patrick, any good writer can make it go. Yeah, it's more gritty. The Transformers worked better for me gritty. Don't get me wrong, Dan Mora's art is stunning.
Yeah.
It's apparently you're Kevin, not Kyle tonight.
I don't think so.
Okay, next honorable mention we have. Let me see if I can actually.
But it is an honorable mention because it has been, in my opinion, a step down with Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora coming in. I know it's blasphemous. How dare you? But I just feel like it's just kind of missing that je ne sais quoi, if you will, that Daniel Warren Johnson was able to bring to the writing.
Yeah. Okay, next honorable mention. This is one of yours also.
Yeah.
You got Dark Patterns.
Such a fun. It was like we had 2 story arcs here with Batman Dark Patterns, and the second one dealing with kind of Firefly and this person who's an arsonist going around and setting fires to this, and then you have Bruce just out of his mind, not knowing what the hell to do. I loved this second arc here. I really appreciated it. I loved seeing in this series Batman and Bruce as a detective. Anytime we get Batman having to solve a crime, and him having to piece things together and not really quite know what's going on, and am I going down the right or wrong path? And then you have Alfred telling him like, whoa, you need to take a step back. You're getting too crazy. You're seeing patterns where there aren't patterns, sort of thing. And so like I just love that type of world that they were able to build. I know, Josh, just an honorable mention. I know. I'm looking at it as a totality, the whole thing, 1 and 2. I'm seeing it all together. I just that first arc, some of the issues were very, very kooky and kind of stupid in my point. But I had a lot of fun with Batman Dark Patterns. And again, Hayden Sherman's art is fantastic. We saw what he, she, they, whatever the fuck can do on Wonder Woman and everything else, what Hayden's able to do. But Dan Waters and Hayden Sherman are just fantastic. They're perfect for this series. I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get to read it, but you have loved it ever since it's came out. So that's your baby for sure. That's one of yours that you tell me to read all the time, and I will one of these days when I clone myself.
There you go.
Okay, honorable mention. This is a big one for both of us. Absolute Evil. Yes. Yeah. He said, "Get him." Absolute Evil. This was a huge kind of surprise, really. We were not expecting some of the things to happen in here that happened in here. From, I guess, first appearance of, I'm gonna say, Hawkman.
Yeah, we don't really know.
We get a 1951 version of first page, right? Kind of a JSA. You got your Watchmen moment here, right?
Yep.
Gathered around the map of the U.S. I can't feel like that was not a choice made on purpose. And then, there's bad guys around the table talking. I love this. Another little homage moment. Dark Knight Returns with a little. They're talking about him, right? And then talking about Flash and Martian Manhunter, which is absurd. And then you get this.
Yeah.
Like, is that absolute Hawkman? Maybe. And he throws this dude on a table, some corpse.
It's like, is that Oliver Queen?
Yeah. And then is that Green Arrow? Like, what is happening? And then, of course, the big splash at the end, we get the first cameo of Lex Luthor in the all absolute universe. So this definitely snuck up on people. Nobody was expecting it to be as good as it was, I don't think, but it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, agreed. It brought it together, all of the villains of all of the different absolute universes sort of together, and it kind of it was doing its best to kind of hone them all in, because you have a lot of different things going on at once here, and I get that was very ambitious, but this I felt was an interesting way to go about bringing all of those characters into one room, and we got a little bit to see more of the Joker in this issue as well, because I know that's what everyone's wanted to see and from Absolute Batman. So yeah, this was just a fun kind of book to kind of put it all together.
It was good. I really liked it. Okay, next honorable mention we have. This is kind of one of mine here. Everything Dead and Dying.
This is all you. It's not me.
Yeah. So, I really like this this series. Long story short, this dude survived a zombie apocalypse, and he found a way to keep the zombies satiated by feeding them, which is pretty dark. And then his husband and adopted kid, are they make them as misfit as they possibly can. They take these these people, put them in total fish out of water scenario. They're like in Texas, and they're two gay guys who adopted a little black girl. So they made them as fish out of water as possible. But I didn't get any of this like woke vibe from it, which I thought for sure was going to get beat down our throats, and it wasn't. And actually, now we're into issue what, 3 or 4? I keep forgetting what it is now, but it's actually like he's not a good guy. So he's kind of a bad guy. Anyway, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I really enjoy it. It's a surprise snuck up on me. It was almost the last issue. It kind of the story needs to pick up a little bit, but that's why it's honorable mention for me.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you could relate.
Well, he is in Texas and he is gay, so it would make perfect sense.
Yeah, there you go. You should check it out.
I think this is about Josh, actually.
Yeah, this story is pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, next honorable mention we have is Never Wars.
Yeah.
This really took both of us by surprise too, I think, right?
Absolutely. The title, and I see Wizard of Oz, and already I want it to fuck off because I don't give a shit about Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
I never could.
Another Wizard of Oz story.
Oh no, it's an IP that nobody owns. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It's like, God, I don't care. But what I liked, it's like, oh no, they're really going very ambitiously into all of these universes to where it's not just Wizard of Oz, it's Wizard of Oz, it's Peter Pan, it's Alice in Wonderland. I mean, all of these things, they're throwing it all in here. Now, I have to commend them for them being so ambitious and wanting to throw everything at the wall and kind of see what sticks. So I have to respect that. Some issues have been better than others, but I will say, for all of the plates they're trying to juggle, they do a pretty good job of keeping all of the plates spinning.
Yeah, I mean, just on this cover here, you can see we got Captain Hook, Peter Pan, Dorothy, the alligator. There's so many different. All the fairy tales are like coming together for like literally like a war.
Yeah, it's a big battle. Fight over that. We have the Queen, we have the Tin Man Army, and some of this does pick up after some of Alice in Wonderland after she comes back, and then we get some of the Wizard of Oz. What happened with Dorothy and how evil she's kind of gotten because of this. Like, I really liked some of the twists they've taken in this, and yeah, it is fun, and I have to commend them. And the art is fantastic in the book too. There you go. That's
the covers have been pretty fun too.
They're fun.
Dorothy is pretty dark.
She is.
Mad Hatter shows up in here.
Yep.
Like it's really good. There was at one point we were like, if this doesn't happen next issue, and then boom, we got everything we thought was gonna happen.
So well, because I was like, Peter Pan's story just felt like he was doing his own thing. I'm like, bring him in. Like, where the fuck is he at? Like, it's him and Hook just kind of jacking around, and it's like, okay, they're all kind of here now at the battle.
Yeah, so. And there's like an unholy alliance between them because Peter Pan is doomed to become the next Hook.
Yes.
And correct. He's like, well, before I do that, and he's like, look, you already lost your hand. And he's like, well, before we do that, let's do this one last thing. So pretty freaking cool for sure.
Yeah.
This one's yours 100% because I haven't read it yet. So we got No Man's Land.
Yeah.
Yeah. You talk about this one. You know what? We don't know. Mr. Hearn, I hope so.
I hope so too.
I hope we get a trade. I hope you put a shirt on before we get a trade, though. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Josh, calm down. Calm down, Josh. So yeah, No Man's Land. Go ahead, man. So Simon Krasinski on this one.
Simon Krasinski, a guy I found, became, introduced to with a town called Terror and absolutely loved that book. He didn't write that, but he did the art for it. And so Then he did Blood Commandment all on his own, which was pretty good overall. But his art style is, I'm captivated by it. I love it. So this was a very ambitious U.S. and Russia conspiracy theory, espionage, 1960s Cold War murder mystery, and which all of those things I'm like, yes, sign me up. And so this just wrapped up, and it was good. It wasn't great. I wanted to put this in the top 10, and it just kept getting. I was like, oh no, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. I think Simon Kurdansky does his best. I think he needs to work with a writer and him do the art. I think if you get him a really good writer, a really good story, and have him just have fun, I would love to just give him a premise of something and just let him go at it. Like, I'll write you a premise, I'll write you a script, or get somebody to write him a script and be like, here, you go do it. That's when he would excel. Because some of the dialogue and the last, it all comes down really to the last issue, the fourth issue. It just felt a little heavy-handed. It was all kind of wrapped up very quickly, in my opinion. It was like, well, who is this guy? Who is this person that's around killing them? Is it a ghost? Like some mythical creature? I don't know. And so it just kind of, no, it's this guy, and we're just kind of done now. I was like, oh, that's it? That kind of sucks.
You said you definitely didn't like the ending for sure.
Yeah, it just, and same thing with Blood Commandment. Kind of ended just kind of like lacklusterly. I was like, oh, that kind of sucked. So it's just, again, it's that Stephen King trope of good story, bad ending.
Okay, so speaking of good story, not bad ending, but weird ending right now. Exquisite Corpses.
This is your pick, not me. I hate this series.
He does hate it. He does not dislike it. He hates it. So, I've enjoyed this a lot until right around here, issue 8. You get all the different. Each issue seemed to feature a different killer, yet enough backstory of the families to keep you interested. Right around here, it starts to get, I don't want to say confusing, but by the time you're into here, you're so far, excuse me, some of the stuff is off in left field. You finally get the fight of the main dude. He loses in a way that's really not too believable to me at all. And I've talked about this during our show, but look, I'm 130 pounds, 5'9", 130 pounds. Not the biggest guy, not the littlest guy. I've have a little bit of training from the Marine Corps. I mean, I'm a black belt Marine Corps martial arts. Take that for what it is. If I was to fight a martial arts master that's a girl, I would beat the shit out of her just because of a size difference. I've told stories before about, my kid signed up for karate, and I signed up with them just for the hell of it. I'm a white belt, and the dude put me up against this blue belt. I don't know what a blue belt is, but this girl, she'd been doing that for like 10 years and told us to go 50%. I'm 50%, hitting her, and she's hitting me. And he told me to calm down. And I was like, I'm 50%, bro. Like, he's like, you're hurting her. And I'm like, she's a fucking blue belt. And, and that's when I realized it doesn't mean shit. Like, and then I trained with girls anyway. With movies, when girls, jump on girls will jump on a guy's head, do the White Widow thing. They jump on his head and do a spin around and a flip, and they throw the guy with their legs. It's movie bullshit. Like,
yeah.
And the movie bullshit kind of crept into here with the fight, and I was like, come on. But lost a little bit. I still haven't given up hope. Supposed to go to issue 12. I think there's a trading card game coming. I haven't lost hope, but man, I hope this picks back up. I really do. Look like NFTs, kind of do. Kind of do. At least they kept with the theme. All the covers, the trade dress looks exciting. You got a different color, different theme kind of for each killer, different background that kind of talks about what they got going on and some other shit. So it's a great project, but the story just is kind of missing the mark. Something needs to happen in this story for it to pick back up for me.
Okay.
And Kyle just hates it.
It's stupid. We don't know any of these fucking characters. Never mind. We'll get in.
No, yeah, you're right though.
Nope.
I mean, the background development of these bad guys is slim to none.
Correct. And the actual premise of everything. If they're a point system, what the fuck are they here for? Are they supposed to kill people? Are they not supposed to kill people? Last one alive does what? Why wouldn't you just wait around for everybody to fucking die and then you automatically win? What is the point of you killing anybody? Why?
It's like bowling and you're racking up points for eating nachos.
Right.
Like, look at my bowler over there. That's my guy sponsored. He's racking up points and mowing down nachos. Okay, but if he doesn't win the bowling game, it doesn't matter how many nacho eating points he has. It makes no sense.
Right.
So yeah, it's pretty weird. A kick to the balls would stop me. You're absolutely correct.
Stop most, correct. Yeah.
That's why the first thing you train to do is learn how to avoid getting kicked in the balls.
Correct.
Yes.
To avoid injury, maintain distance and keep your hips.
There you go.
Potential attackers. If a strike is coming, drop your weight and pinch your knees together, or turn your thigh inward to absorb the blow of muscle rather than withdrawing. Would you like to learn specific defensive stances or blocking techniques?
No. Fucking nosy ass phone. I wasn't even talking to it.
Leave me alone.
Okay, I'll do one more. Eat Your Young. Receive a 20% discount. This is another one that I really liked at the beginning. I think you liked the first issue too, but then by issue 2 and 3, there's so many characters.
Correct.
So many. It's revolving around the dad. Oh wow, that's weird.
That is weird.
Hell? Who wants to do that when you look at
extra zoomed in?
Why, Mad Cave? Why would you set your website up to hyper zoom? What the frick? Anyway, that's annoying as shit. Yeah, so I don't know, basically this family's immortal until they have to fight the dad for control. The Centurion comes around, and then the dad gets to they get to try to kill the dad to become the new leader, and whoever doesn't win becomes immortal. They can die,
right,
and the winner is still immortal. But this is issue 1. Daniel, the Cold War spy. Alexander, the Golden One. We're already getting into all these characters.
Oh yeah,
right. You got the weird twins that bang each other. There's a lot of stuff happening in this book, but the serial killer. You just gotta. It's fun. I haven't given up on it yet. That's why we're still talking about it. But we need a little more clarity. There's too many characters. They need to start dying.
Yeah, the dinner scene in issue 1, half of that room should have been fucking dead.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That was his chance.
And they don't die.
No,
they don't. Yeah, I can't even show you any art pages that will clarify it. Here's a small. Well, maybe I can show this. Give me a chance here. So all these people, and you don't really, and that they don't elaborate on them.
No.
So again, this is, it'd probably be good as a 6-part show on one of the streaming platforms. But again, you just got to tell your story better in the comic format, if that makes sense. And the last honorable mention we have is, to many people's dismay, is Skinbreaker.
Oh, disavowed.
We did not cover the last Dusk book. We actually set it out to talk about it, but we had too much other stuff to talk about. We're already almost 2 hours in, guys.
Yeah.
So Skinbreaker. Okay, art is fantastic. I mean, come on, art's fantastic. I do have my criticism of David Finch's art. Again, I can't draw a stick figure without you thinking, it's something terrible, because it is terrible. However, I will criticize it by saying that it's just too over inked is the word I use. I don't know if that's an accurate description. I feel like it's right, but it's very dark. He needs to not shade everything extensively, ridiculously. And the colorist does all the heavy lifting in this, in my opinion. Colorist does all the heavy lifting. I mean, it's beautiful art. I mean, right there, you can see it.
Yeah,
but
bring
you're
up the
losing detail
brightness.
even in here.
Yeah.
Like, you're losing detail. Why is his under his arm is so shaded that, and there's not a lot of these online of the interiors, but that's an Otley cover. This is all issue 1. Anyway, and another thing, go and talk about the story, Kyle, because you're a bit critical of the story also.
I am. I think Robert Kirkman, as great as he is, isn't telling a compelling, exciting story that hasn't been told before. And so, again, there's nothing new under the sun. I get that. Every story has ever been told has already been told. But you need to come out with an exciting, fun way for me to care about these gleep glops on some stupid alien planet somewhere, and why this Avatar world I give a shit about. Like, I don't. We're what, 4 issues in at this point? 4?
4, I think.
3?
Yeah,
3 or 4. I still don't give a shit about our maybe main character here, and it's a tribe that is supposed to be brute badasses. Like, they're supposed to be tasked with going out and killing these beasts, and like, to be the skin breaker, to have that sword, it's like you are the ultimate badass that goes out and does the hunting for the tribe. And it's like, it's kind of a rite of passage that you are this badass and you go out and do this thing. And so then this guy, whatever, this chieftain that takes over, wants to do it a different way. He sees it as, we don't need to be these brute savages. There are other ways to trap these big, gigantic creatures that are around our, encampment that, can come in and attack us, and we need to stay protected. And so he's like, let's devise other ways to do this. It's that same trope of, same way, new way, old ways, what's science, and all this. And so I've seen all of this done before, and I've seen all of it done a lot better, and I've seen it done worse. So you can't just rely on David Finch's art to get you through this muddled story of cutting way into the future, now that our chieftain is like 100 years old and still is an absolute pussy, and nobody respects him, but yet somehow he's still in charge, and nobody's tried to kick his ass up until now.
Yeah, no one's challenged him until,
I mean, come on.
Right then.
Until right now. And then so now he's on the run because this young brute guy's like, we need to go back to our old ways and we need to go kill these things. And he's like, no, we can do it this way too. I just don't care. I don't care about the main character. I don't care about any of these characters in here. And so that's a big problem with this story.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's tough. It's tough. The story just needs to move along. I feel like the story is being sacrificed for the sake of the art, basically.
Yes.
They could be they could definitely be moving the story along a little quicker.
Agreed.
Okay, so those are our honorable mentions. Let's do our top. What we got? 13?
12.
12? Okay. Well, we'll start with backwards to forward.
Yeah.
So my number 12, I had to change everything around because I added a comic here at the nth hour. So we're going to show them on screen. We each have our own copies here.
Yep.
My number 12 is Infernal Hulk.
I have cul-de-sac.
Quickly, I guess I'll say, okay, so Infernal Hulk, I mean, the story's been leading up to this. It's incredible. It's awesome. The art's awesome. I'm enjoying. The Hulk is insane. He's possessed, obviously, but I love I've read this in the back probably 3 times because of how much it enhances the story. You need to be reading Infernal. I can't wait to see what else is coming with Infernal Hulk. We have issue 1 and 2. I can't wait for the rest of this. Can't wait.
I know it. Wanted it on my damn list. There are okay. Preface: I hate my list. I hate it. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with any list, but I'm definitely not happy with this one.
Same.
So I wanted this higher. I really did, and I'm pissed. It's 12. Like it didn't even hit the top 10, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, why though? Because I have to give this so much credit because without Jonathan Wayshak on this book, we don't have cul-de-sac. We're not talking about this book. We may still talk about it and be like, that's a fun story. But I mean, when you guys have this kind of art in here telling this story that is just so unique and unlike anything we have out right now.
It is so unique. We talk about it. I have that on my list, guys. It's higher up.
I know. Yeah,
it's stunning, incredible art. It goes from looking like a sketch cover that's barely finished to a highly detailed, refined piece of art in the same panel.
Yes.
The way it draws your eye across the screen, the detail with which he draws the vampires. It's a new take on vampires. We haven't had a new take on vampires in how long? I mean,
long time.
Come on, it's so good. So
it feels
good.
like in a world where we get a new vampire story, it seems like every other day.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I wanted it higher.
It's the crown jewel of Bad Idea, I think.
I think this is a total, like, this is like their golden goose sort of thing. Like you have it right here. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah. I had to bump Absolute Wonder Woman, by the way, because I didn't have room for it.
Oh,
this would have been a honorable mention, I guess. Same with Absolute Superman. Okay, were we on 11?
11.
I have Ultimate Spider-Man.
I have Absolute Batman. This is my number 1 first print, by the way. Oh, $500. Who wants it?
I saw one sell live on Whatnot the other day for $163.
That sounds like a deal.
Yeah, pretty good. So I feel like I love this Spider-Man story with the kids and Mary Jane and Peter. They didn't do the old power responsibility thing. He's best friends with Harry. Harry's mentally effed up because of his dad. His dad is AI. Venom is a AI kind of suit. That's Peter's personality. The bad guys and everything is just fantastic. So I love it. Absolute Spider-Man is my number 11.
11. Yeah, so Absolute Batman. What hasn't already been said about this book that everyone's already said? Again, didn't make the top 10. It's number 11. But I just feel like when we were talking about what Absolute Batman has done to the resurgence of comic books in general, getting new young readers in, revitalizing the comic book industry, revitalizing DC Comics, getting people excited, talking good or bad or indifferent, however you feel about Absolute Batman. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Absolute Batman, but you cannot deny this has become iconic. This is becoming, like I said, like almost this generation's Dark Knight Returns. This cover right here, you may fucking hate it. You may think Absolute Batman's a total asshole piece of shit and the story's stupid and everything's dumb and modern comics are dumb. But the book has caught on in a way that we haven't really seen recently for whatever reason it has. And that cover right there will go down as one of the most iconic covers now in recent memory. And tough shit, but like it's here to stay. So I'm having fun more recently with these, more current issues of Absolute Batman. I had to put it on the list. It needs to be on there. If you just ignore it, then fuck you. I just think you can't just ignore it. Well, DC is stupid. Everything they do is stupid. It's like, you're okay. You're being a fucking child. Like, I just think that's incorrect. So,
Yeah.
deal with it. It's here. Absolute Batman's not going away. So,
be a Maz
yeah. It's absolutely true. That's how iconic this is going to become. Everyone's going to homage this thing. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. I will talk more about Absolute Batman later on. But I agree with you. It's iconic. It's amazing. It's incredible. And yeah, it's great.
Yep.
Okay. Number 9, right? Or 10.
We're 10. On 10.
10. I have news from the Fallout.
So low. I have Spider-Man and Wolverine.
So low.
Or so high. So high? So high on the list? Yes.
News from the Fallout. I'm sure Kyle's going to talk about this later also. This just blew me away. The entire issue, every character is a silhouette. Never read a comic like that before. No character. You don't see a face. I don't think there's a single eyeball. That was a face. That was a mask, by the way. The twist at the end is very Twilight Zone-y type of twist. The story is told, the pacing, the story, everything. Couple of twists in there. Absolutely fantastic. Pleasure to read. Kudos to Chris Condon. This is one of the top 10, my number 10 book of the year.
All right. My number 10, Spider-Man and Wolverine. What Carrie Andrews has done to this, and we've seen this series, which is why it's so high when he's not here. When Carrie Andrews is not doing interiors on this thing, you can see what it is. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's good, but I want Carrie Andrews on it. And so totality, the whole the way through, there were some issues where he wasn't on, and so I was just like, so kind of throwaways. But when you get him here on this story and what is transpiring right now with this Arachnix character and this alternate dimension, this is what Marvel Comics should be. This is comics. This is Marvel Comics. This is Spider-Man. This is Wolverine. Like when I picture them in my head and when I see what they do and how they talk and how they interact and how they fight and villains, this is what I think of. And this will forever be that way. I mean, because what he's doing in here, I mean, there are just some splash pages that this art is just, look how fun. It's just so fun.
It's incredible.
How can anyone not have fun? I want to have fun when I read comic books, and I get that with this and him. And so,
yeah, it's the best thing Marvel has going for it that doesn't have Ultimate in the title.
100%.
What crazy variant characters they made up.
I love it.
The Iron Fist She-Hulk and like it's such a crazy hodgepodge of characters.
So goofy, but I want it. I soak it all up, and I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah.
Every week it's out. I'm like, I can't wait to read it, and it's always at the top. So I had to give it, and I wish it was higher. But some of those issues without them, not very good.
Okay, number 9.
The Niner.
I have Beneath the Trees Where No One Sees.
I have Feral.
Oh, nice.
Feral.
So 2 books only similar in the fact that they feature talking animals.
That's very true. Good
And there
point.
may be another book that has talking animals in it. So, Beneath the Trees, this is a story of a serial killer, but they're animals, and this turned into the darkest, like, this dude, the killer, what he did and what he does is one of the darkest things I've read in comics. Almost as dark as what's happening in Feral. It's terrifying, and I read this book and I open my eyes, and I'm just like shocked, mouth hanging open. What happened? And someday I'm going to convince Kyle to actually read this because it is ridiculously good.
Good luck.
Okay.
Yeah. So Feral. What Trish, shout out to Trish. She's in the audience here.
Trish, the artist of this book.
Yep. And what this team has been able to do for this long, the issues, and to follow up Stray Dogs with this. I mean, you have to commend them, where if, again, it's that you take one of them out of the equation, you lose everything.
Yeah.
And so the fact that they were able to stay together for so long, and you can tell each of them knows their role, they know it perfectly, and they complement each other so well at this point in time, to where I am so invested in these. And as Trish knows, I fucking hate cats. I couldn't care less about them. I wouldn't mind seeing them all die horrible, painful deaths at this point. But what they're able to do to get me to actually care about these cats, as someone who hates them vehemently, I have to give them credit for what they've done, and the situations that they are put in, issue after issue after issue. Just when you think it's like, we got reprieve, no, we're gonna be great, we're safe now, we're indoors. It's just like, yeah, but it's always
these covers kind of a little bit, but it, like you said in a review, Kyle, it's basically out of the fryer into the frying pan. Just when they think they're safe.
Yes,
it's pretty crazy.
So now you just want to see them
there's Trish.
Succeed.
Trish, there's your image picture.
There's Trish.
This series is I didn't start reading this until what, 13, I think?
I think so.
I went back and found the rest of them, and I still haven't read 1 through 5. I got to get that trade, but I'm hooked. I'm hooked. It's so good. Trish. I can imagine it being more crazy. It's so dark. It's so dark.
It really is. I love just when you think somebody is on your side, and when you think that you're safe, and when you think you have, when you think you really know somebody,
you think
how well do you know them?
When you think the good guys won.
Correct.
And then you're like, he's just as bad.
He's just as bad as them, if not worse.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We could rant on and on about Feral. So good.
I know.
Love it.
Only 9, though. Damn it.
You hate your list.
I do.
Okay, 8.
8.
Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell.
So high. I have Invisible Man.
I didn't even read it. You keep getting me to read that. I'm gonna get you to read Beneath the Trees, and I'll read Invisible Man. Okay, so Cold Day in Hell. I mean, if I want so much more of this, it's ridiculous. I want an entire universe of this universe. I want spin-offs, I want issues, I want series. And the thing that makes this for me again is in the very end, they share their process of how they made it and how they communicated and what the pages were supposed to be like, what they actually turned into. This is a very dark dystopian version of Marvel, and I cannot get enough of it, and I want more. This is the Punisher and Daredevil that will keep readers coming back again and again and again. So yeah, Cold Dead Hell, super good. Can't advise it enough. Invisible Man.
So I, again, like I've said in my reviews, I really generally despise James Tiny Onion the Fourth, probably as a person, but definitely as a writer. I think he's a bit of a hack. I think he's overrated. He's very verbose, long-winded, as we've seen, and Something Is Killing the Children and everything else. I think when he's given, 10 issues, yeah, but I could do it in 20. Whereas this,
Pretty
it's
much.
like you're only given, 4 or 5 issues to do something, and that's all you get. It's not the, yeah, but it's like, no, 4 issues. That's all you get. Tell your story in 4 issues. So he has that. So you give him guardrails. And I really think he exceeded incredibly well in this. Now, the Monsters universe, the Universal Monsters universe, I think he did Dracula as well. Go watch the movies. It wasn't really anything exciting or interesting there. Frankenstein by Michael Walsh was spectacular. That's still my favorite, but this is the close second to this, because what he did with the Invisible Man, the art by Danny, brought a very interesting feel to this. And what separates this one is our main character in this was already a psychopath kind of at the beginning. And it's to see what a psychopath would do with this like unlimited power and what a madman does for creation. And so you see, like, you're already crazy, but you're going to go to 11. And so I commend that, as opposed to Frankenstein, where you see somebody become crazy and obsessed with their work. This person's already obsessed with their work. And then it's like, but then where do you go from there? And
Yeah.
I loved following it along this entire time. So I had such a fun time reading this. And again, I got to give my props to James on this series, because he did a fabulous job telling the story.
Nice. I should read it.
Yep.
Okay, number 7.
Savant.
7.
Are we okay?
Are we on 7?
Is it 7? Yes. Number 7.
I have Escape.
Oh, hi. I have Conan.
So
Conan's
high.
I think funny. It's funny. This is exactly where it fell last year too. I think number
Is
7.
it?
Yeah.
This issue got wet. It's so crunchy. You can hear the crunchy comicness of it. Guys, read your comics. I don't care that this is wet. I would give this to a little kid to read.
Yep.
I don't know if you'd understand it. So what can we say about Escape? I mean, everybody should be reading this. World historic kind of piece, World War II-ish. This story made me cry. 2 comics that made me cry. Stray Dogs made me cry like a little baby. Trish, damn you, if you're still there. And Escape. When I read the backstory of his grandpa and how he served and what he dealt with when he came home and how he was never the same, I lost it. Just this kind of sums up what the series feels like. And this guy is the bear. The bear story is so incredibly personal and relatable. What he's going through, it's hard to describe. I'm going to do it a disservice. Escape is a solid 7 for me. Everybody needs to read it. Kyle, what
like
you got
that.
with Conan? You
Conan's.
rave about it every week.
I love Conan. I do rave about Conan a lot. I've come to really appreciate it in the past couple of years or so, especially with Max and Josh and all of us getting into it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I could say about this. So I'm trying to put all of the Conans, lump them all kind of together, even though Savage Sword, I think, is the lesser of the Conans. Is
You
kind of
definitely
going
like
on.
Scourge of the Serpent.
Scourge of the Serpent is so fun right now.
Yeah.
But even this main story, I appreciate what Jim Zub does. We talk about somebody who comes in and understands the writing assignment, has respect for Robert E. Howard and everything that came before with Conan, and goes in, tries to take a little spin on it, but respects everything that came before. And so I got to commend him so much for this, because he cares so much about Conan. And because how else could you be writing Conan for this long and telling all these stories if you don't care? I have read some of the Windsor Smith Conans. I need to go back and actually do a deeper dive into those, but I have cherry picked some issues. But no, the Scourge of the Serpent right now, what's going on? I'm having a lot of fun with it. I just think these little one shots now. Curse of the Blackstone was okay, not the best. But yeah, this is a solid recommend every week it's out. So that's why it's number 7. I just wish it was higher, but it's where it needs to be.
Well, you like Jim Zub a lot on this.
Yeah, I do. And another thing, I wish they would stop putting 3 fucking staples in their goddamn books. But
oh God, you complain about that all the time. That's so ridiculous. You showed me
why?
that, I was like, what? 3 staples?
Yeah, for a regular comic book, you don't need 3 staples.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. No, my Conans don't usually come in damage. It's the 3 staples that
Right.
damage them.
So 3
Now,
staples.
the big ones, the big magazine size ones are almost always damaged.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't even care. I've been a huge advocate for read your comics, and I think we probably handled 700 comic books today, and maybe 30 were board and bagged.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, that's how many comics we went through today. We went through almost every comic we've read since late June, early July.
I wish there was a before and after photo of all of the books.
Wait till next year.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, where are we at here? We're on
Number
6. Spider-Man Wolverine.
Oh, okay. I have Nemesis Forever.
Not mad at you.
Yeah.
I mean, what can I say about Spider-Man Wolverine you haven't said? So, new characters wind up showing up. This guy was kind of a miss, but the Spiderine,
Arachnics.
how they call them, Arachnics. Yeah. That's got to be the new Marvel character of the year. You need to get his first appearance of that character and buy as many as you can before it goes crazy. And this guy winds up I guess he's in the main Marvel universe, because I guess the story's in continuity, but they're bouncing around between these other universes with the weird Reed Richards that's sad about his wife, who is Mariko Yashida.
Oh.
Like, they're all over the place in this universe. But this book, just like Kyle said it perfectly today in the store, this book would not be what it is without Carrie Andrews. Cul-de-sac would not be what it is without Jonathan Weishak. Farrell would not be what it is without Trish. These artists they define the look and the feel of these books. Don't get me wrong, the writers are a huge component of this. Trust me, me and Kyle have both very poorly, and terribly written comic books.
Yes.
We tried.
We try.
Be your own judge. But the artist brings it to life 100%. So anyway, it's the art in this is absolutely incredible. I love when he's channeling his inner McFarlane
Yes.
Carrie Andrews, and you can see it. Every once in a while you get that shot and you're like, that looks just like Todd. But
Yes, it
then
does.
it's got that Carrie Andrews look to it also.
Yep.
I mean, look at that Spider-Man.
God, look at that.
Come on. Just shut your dirty face.
Yep.
Just shut your dirty. Look at that. This Wolverine scared me.
Yeah.
You turn the page and you see that, you're like, ah! Like
He's
holy
feral.
crap.
Yeah.
He's jumping off the page. I mean, it's just crazy. Look at that. Who draws that? Anyway, and some of these, the big splash pages. I mean, I want that as a poster.
Mm-hmm.
Look at, I mean, come on. Anyway, when he doesn't, like you said too, when he doesn't draw it, you can tell. It makes a difference. And
For sure.
Guggenheim, I think, is doing most of the writing on this one, or
Yeah.
just so good. Him and Carrie Andrews is a great team. So that's a solid number 6 for me. It would be higher if there weren't some better books out there.
Agreed. And now Nemesis Forever. I also have Nemesis Reloaded in here as well. It's kind of ended beginning of the year sort of thing, and this kind of picked up. But yeah, I mean, every week this is out, it's top 2 or top 3. It's just sometimes the top book, if whatever came out that week. So I just think what Mark was able to do to follow up with what I thought what the original Nemesis was, which was just an almost perfect story start to finish, as far as what if Batman was evil. And I was like, man, you're gonna go back to this well. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, that character was so cool. What else can you do? And it follows it up with Reloaded and the Nemesis Forever. So what Matteo Scalera and Mark Miller are doing with this series is so inventive and fun. And that's what I got to give Mark Miller all the credit for, how inventive he is with his characters. And you could tell he had so much fun writing Nemesis. Putting him in these situations, I can just, what would it be like if Nemesis was here? What would he do? How would he go about going after this? And so I love making him this super tech billionaire that is going around and wants to pretty much rule the world. And how do I go about doing that? And him bringing in different factions of people, never knowing who they are, never working at the same place twice. And so then he then weaves this other story of, well, what if we have a CIA trying to infiltrate one of his teams? And I have so much fun with this story and the Nemesis character, to where I didn't feel it was a detriment knowing who Nemesis was. I always felt like it was so cool, never really knowing who Nemesis was. And so then when we found out who it was, I was kind of like, okay, like I'm fine with that. Some people that could have been like, that's kind of stupid. I wish it would have been an unknown, but I'm having so much fun. I just seeing him put in unwinnable scenarios to where he's literally surrounded by people and he can't get out of this, and there's no way Nemesis can ever come out of this. He'll be dead forever. And it's like, nope, he finds a way out. And I love just that type of storytelling. And I do have to give a shout out to Matteo Scalera. His art in this is beautiful. I love his Nemesis. The smiles he puts on his face are great. So number 6, I wish it was higher.
I hear you. Hey, Handstand Dad, I do have monsters on the website. Kyle, how many times have you seen these covers?
Which ones? Freaky Frank, 1,000.
Yeah,
I think all of these at least 100 or so. It feels like.
Yeah, they're on there, brother. There you go. They're on there.
PTSD.
Yeah, they're on there. Okay. Number 5.
Number 5, right in the middle.
Oh man, I have Feral is number 5 for me.
Hey, I have G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that one. Okay, what can I say? Kyle already said so much about Feral. Pets, I never knew pets could be so evil and terrifying. I'm not a cat guy either. I mean, I like other people's cats because they leave. um, I'll never own another cat again. At one time, I had I think 5 cats because I had a crazy ex. Anyway,
Wow.
this feral is so good. They're running from zombie cats, animals. Basically, they get into, and this is just this one storyline here. They get into a pet store, and the way the story's told so well from how they view their world, their self-contained world. It has very much a Lord of the Flies feel to it. Um, and then what happens to these animals and cats and how they there's a little bit of drama, there's some relationships, there's some terror, there's that one super annoying animal that won't shut up, you just want to slap it. You know what's great about this book that we complain about so many other books is that you know who you're going for, you know who you're rooting for, you know who the bad guys are and the good guys are. But Farrell's not afraid to turn that on its ear like it just did, where you think someone's a good guy, and then all of a sudden you're like, but you just won and you're going to do this now. It's so good. You got to read Feral, guys. Go read everything from the series: Stray Dogs, Stray Dogs 2, Feral. You will not be disappointed. They're must-haves in every person's collection. And yes, you would not think a comic book about dogs and cats could be so poignant. It absolutely is 1,000%. Can't recommend it higher. I could, but there's other books ahead of this. So number 5 for me. There you go. Kyle, go for it. G.I. Joe.
Right. G.I. Joe, Energon Universe, Skybound. What they've done here, like with everything else that they've done, is revitalize these 80s properties that have been around for my entire life. And so I've always known a world where G.I. Joe and Transformers and all this have existed. And to come in and say, let's revitalize them, let's give them a breath of fresh air. And so what they've done with G.I. Joe is just so damn fun. I have so much fun reading this every week it comes out, and especially with this Dreadnought War, kind of tying up some loose ends that were in the Cobra Commander side story. And that, again, it ties also into Transformers. And then now we have with G.I. Joe to where there's Energon all over the world. And so it's Cobra Commander trying to get it. It's the Dreadnoughts that were living in a swamp that was above it all. And so it was Cobra Commander fucking over the Dreadnoughts, killing them, trying to take the Energon. And then somehow the Joes catch wind of this and try to stop, Cobra Commander and everybody from getting it. And then we get the unlikely enemy of my enemy is my friend scenario where you have Duke and Cobra Commander having to be teamed up, tied up together, forced to work together in order to stop a bigger threat, which is the Dreadnoughts now. So I have so much fun reading it. I can't get enough of it. Every week it's out, and the new twist that we see on Cobra Commander and Duke, and then also in a world where Duke has PTSD over realizing Transformers exist, and all of this in the background as well. There's so much depth to the characters now to where I feel so invested in the Joes, whereas they're just come in and save the day on Saturday morning cartoon and they always win. And it's like, not always. So I have such a fun time with it. And it's what you want out of comic books.
Yeah, these are not your childhood Dreadnoughts. These are the Dreadnoughts from the toys.
Yeah. They're a little harder.
I could have given a shit less about G.I. Joe. I've never been a G.I. Joe guy. I was a He-Man, Thundercats, Transformer guy growing up, and I never got into G.I. Joes. But this last arc of the Dreadnought War, I read it and I am like, holy crapola. It is so good. It is so good. Can't recommend it enough. Just seeing Cobra with his mask off for like a half a panel, you're like, what did I just look at? Like even I know you don't see Cobra Commander with his mask off. It's like you don't see Tila with her top off. Doesn't happen. As bad as we all want to. You don't see Sorceress getting in out of the hot tub. You just don't see it. Cobra Commander with his mask off, same thing, right?
That's right.
You don't see it. And I got to tell you, it is pretty incredible to see what they're doing with that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not going to miss it, guys. We are flattered and grateful that you guys are going to be writing down our list and going to check these out. We really are. And I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. Yeah,
nope, not with these.
We're flattered. I mean, we were joking today. We're in the store and Kyle's FaceTiming his kids. He's taking a bath and we're joking. His wife was like, "We have all this important work to do that we put on ourselves."
Yeah, no one's forcing us to do this. No.
We're like, oh, we got all this work to do, but it's a labor of love. Like we could have just been like, we're not doing this. I could have been in bed with my wife 3 hours ago.
Well, yeah, you're a retailer. You're like, every book's great. Buy everything, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to be, right. I'm supposed to say that. Anyway, Code from G.I. Joe. Yeah, there is. And Transformers too. They are character developing the crap out of these guys.
Oh, big time, dude. Duke, like the main character, you got to go back and start it from the beginning. But there is so much lore they've built into this.
Yeah. Yeah, and making it crossover with Transformers is just, it's genius. It really is.
So smart move on their part.
Okay. Now we're on 4.
Number 4.
We're getting down there, guys. We're getting down to 4. We're getting to the nitty gritty. You guys ready for this shizzle? Okay. I have Ultimate Wolverine.
Oh, so high or so low.
Oh, such a high comic.
I have news from the Fallout.
Okay. Well, I'll start again. So, Ultimate Wolverine. If you want to read a Wolverine, we finally have a Wolverine. That it's not nowhere near the same as what we grew up with, but I'm taking it. Like, I like this Wolverine. He's Weapon X. He's forgot it. He lost his memory not because he wandered the Canadian outback for 100 years. He was Weapon X for Evil Colossus. He's best friends with Sabretooth. He loses memory, he gets it back. It starts to be cheesy for a half a second, and then it gets to be awesome again. Kyle says it better than I do, but it gets awesome again. And then the way it does, it's not ended really, but where the story is now, there are some serious shit going down. Seeing Colossus as a decapitated head in the belly of a sentinel with wires hooked up to it, where they just use his mutant power to blast optics on people, you're like, what am I reading? What am I reading? And Wolverine is dark and insane, and it is incredible. I love Ultimate Wolverine. It's probably the pinnacle ultimate title, and it's one of the top Marvel books being published. 100%. So that's my number 4. 4. Okay.
Well said.
Go ahead, sir. Right.
News from the Fallout. You want to talk about something that it came out of nowhere? Yeah. Honestly, like in this, I see, Chris Condon and everything. I'm like, okay, yeah, this could be good. I didn't give it a second thought, really. News from the Fallout. I'm like, all right, that could be good, or it could be artistic douchebaggery, and I want nothing to do with it. So I waited till the last. It was like one of the last books I read because I'm like, I'm probably gonna hate it. But I read the first issue twice because I just what Jeffrey Allen Love brings to this series. Again, take him out of here, like Sean said before. This isn't News from the Fallout. I don't know what it is, but it's not that. And telling it all in silhouette is so it's hauntingly beautiful, like what it represents, especially with
it's
Fallout.
so risky to do that too.
It is. You're right, 100%. It could be stupid. It could be, and the only thing I can knock it is that it does get a little difficult at times to figure out who it is. But once you read it, give it a little bit of time and go back, then it's like, okay, that's who that is, and that's it. So it's like it takes a little bit. You have to work at it a little bit, but when you get there, it's so fun. All of these characters are written very uniquely. It's not all the same person. It's again, it's a small diner of people, and it brings in not just a military person telling these people, like, we got to get the hell out of here. There are a bunch of zombie freaks coming after us. But you have race tensions as well, ironically told when they're all silhouettes, to where it's like, look, we're all people. It doesn't matter. We're all silhouettes. We're all going to die here. Let's get the hell out of here. But it's like human nature can't help but be human nature. And it's like some of these things we can't still overlook. But I love the way this story was told. Again, this art is unlike anything you will ever see. Really. I mean, some of this stuff, I've never seen pages like this before.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It's a gorgeous book.
Well, in the final issue, aren't there panels where it's just completely black? For like 2 or 3 pages? It's just black with just words, and they're telling the story through the sound effects and the words, and it's haunting. It is
really
haunting.
No, seeing these zombies and seeing this general, like, I love the one of the backstory of what is causing this fallout. Like, what is this zombie virus? Like, where does it come from? And you find out where it comes from, and I'm like, you got me. I'm with you. I believe it. Sure. So yeah. I had such a fun time reading it. Big surprise of the year.
It was a good origin, because that could have went south with that origin.
Big time. Or not have done it at all, been ambiguous, and I'd been fine with that too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm loving our list so far. I know you hate yours, but I love both of ours. Okay, number 3. Is it 3?
Number 3.
3.
Yeah.
Cul-de-sac.
I have Robin and Batman Jason Todd.
I got to read that. So to be fair, I haven't read that yet. You're telling me I got to read it a lot.
Yes.
I mean, what can I say about this you haven't said? The art, Jonathan Wyshak, I mean, holy crap. I mean, the stylistic choices. One perfect example, this panel. I mean, it's black and white, except for her screaming, "You killed him." That's telling a story with art. The colors focused on her, the passion, the anger, it's all contained in that one panel. And when you really take a minute to explore this book and the art on the inside, there are so many choices like that are made throughout the entire issue. It's beautiful. It's haunting. The take on the vampires is incredible. A new take on the vampires. This art for me is probably interior art of the year. Is Cul-de-sac, and there's some tough contenders out there for interior art of the year. Jimenez has got to be a close second just for KO and for Batman and what he's doing. But this is art of the year. A new take on the vampires. The pacing is fantastic. Just when you think it's getting too slow, a bunch of awesome shit happens. It's so freaking good. Bad Idea has a hit on their hand. They'll probably never see a movie, because how do you film something like this? But the vampires are terrifying. The little kids are badass vampires, and they're even more terrifying because they don't really know what they are yet. There's layers upon layers of this. It's so good. Can't recommend it enough. Absolute solid, amazing number 3 for me.
I'm not mad at you. I agree with it. I'm happy with you. So Robin and Batman, Jason Todd. So this was a 3-issue mini series, put out kind of early mid of the year, by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen on the interior art. And when I read this, again, it's a story that you think has been told 1,000 times. It's like, oh yeah, Batman and Robin. Okay, yeah, we've seen it. We know how Jason Todd came to be Robin. So what? But what Jeff Lemire brings to this, to me, hit as a father that has a son, and you see the struggle that Bruce has with Jason specifically in this, because we had an issue a few years back. He did the same thing, but he did it with Dick Grayson, and again, that was a great story as well. But with Jason, it's funny how there are some very, very heartfelt, serious, like, I just try to put myself in that situation as what would I do as a dad if you're trying your best to raise this kid like a son, and you see who he is this nature and nurture. You will always have to fight, and it's him trying to nurture the nature out of Jason. And there are some scenes with Bruce talking to Alfred, and Alfred being like, hey, you may need to cut him loose. You may just need to let him go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you may kick him out because you were never like this. And he's like, why was it? He said it wasn't like this with Dick. It was so much easier. And they're like, Dick was Dick. Jason, he's something completely different. And Alfred's like, maybe he can't be saved. Like, maybe he's just damaged goods and you just need to get rid of him. I mean, it's like serious, heartfelt, real conversations that could have been had and probably were had. It's like somebody like this who does come at it, who's rough around the edges. And like, it hit me emotionally to where I'm just like, damn, like, how do you come to that conclusion? And when do you give up? When do you say, I can't do it? Maybe you're right. So
It's really unique art choices too. Like it looks so raw. Like it looks like roughs, really. Like the watercolor look, it's really unique.
It is. And I love how Dustin paints these, because it looks like it's done on canvas and scanned in through canvas.
It does. I was gonna say, you can almost see the texture.
Yeah. And maybe it is. I have no idea.
It's got to be. You can't put that texture in without some kind of filter. That won't work here. So yeah, these are just like, look at the Batmobile's like a Lamborghini.
It's great, but it's almost like a dream like story this whole time. But no, again, anything that hits me at an emotional level, especially as being a new dad, like it just hit me. I was like, fuck, that's really deep. So
I love it,
yeah.
man.
Yep.
That's great. Yeah, I got to read that. It's only 3 issues. I can do that. Okay, number two. Number two. I did a little switcheroo from what I talked about in the store. Number 2 for me is going to be DCKO. Like the series.
That's cheap. All right, I have Escape.
So DCKO, here's issue 1 and 2, the acetates here. I mean, come on. This is the event of the year, in my opinion, in comic books. Scott Snyder and Joshua Williams and all the other guys, they're giving us an actual fight. These characters actually fight in round 2. And majority of the fights are freaking awesome. They're awesome. A couple are weird. But they're really, really good fights. You can tell they put a lot of, it's a labor of love for them. It's so good. The covers were pretty solid for some of these. And then the tie-ins we get with these, I enjoyed every one of them. They're all thematic. The covers match. Just DCKO I cannot wait to read DCKO. Period. I can't wait to read it. I can't. It's awesome. Okay, Escape, Kyle.
Escape, yeah, what you've said. Like, we've seen World War II stories told since World War II. So, I mean, it's what else hasn't already been said? Somebody shot behind enemy lines and forced to find their way out and complete a mission, and so that being said, I was very impressed with how much I resonated with this told with dogs and cats and bats on the it's like, so we have dogs, cats on the, you know, allies, and the axis it's bats. And so I think issue 2 was when I really felt, when we get the backstory of our main dog character here and why he chose to get into the war, which felt very believable for that time period. And the art in this is what really stuck out. The art and the colors, just, it had a very 1940s vibe. I just, when you put it with dogs and everything, it's like it can easily just be seen as a kid's book, or it, you know, it's not very serious. Don't take it seriously. But it's literally the exact opposite. I take it more seriously, in fact, because it is. You can cut through all the bullshit of white, black, Hispanic. It doesn't matter what your race is. It doesn't matter. It's a person. It's like, I just want to tell this story about, sacrifice and what that actually means, and your country and patriotism and all of that. And so I feel for the characters in this. I love this series. I love where it's going. I can't wait to get all of it collected. Like, I just look at the art. I love the coloring in this book.
Yeah.
It really does stand out.
And it's so professionally done too. Like, little things to me matter. I bitch about this all the time. People think I'm crazy, but the lettering is very well placed. The way it draws your eye across the page also. The word balloons aren't too big. The art stands out where it's supposed to. And this is the very beginning. Like,
Yeah.
it starts like, this is issue 1, guys. It starts like this. Like, they're in the air fighting dog fights, and then once you get to the backstory of him, how he met his wife, his relationship with his wife, it's not perfect by any means. He's not your typical hero by any means. For all intent purposes, he's kind of a dick with what he's doing with his wife, really. But you also relate as a man about what he's doing, like, as a man too. Like, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but some people would be like, "Oh, that's why isn't he doing this? Why is he doing that?" And it's like, and he explains it, and it's like, I get it. I totally get it. It's this is going to be a super bad comparison, but when Batman takes the blame at the end of the Dark Knight, he takes all that burden on himself. He's kind of doing the same thing. He's taking all this burden. Anyway, I love this. I love this story too, Kyle. I love it. We both just rave out over this book.
We do. It's hard not to.
Yeah, super good. No, Trish, and you know what? That's funny too, because Rick Remender actually talks about that in the back of one of his issues, that he likes doing the animals because it takes any ambiguity out of it. It's not about race. It's not about allies and axis or anything like that. It's the bad guys are bats and the good guys a bear. Or a dog or whatever. I don't even know. I think he's a dog. Yeah.
He's a dog. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's pretty crazy. The whole world's like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1. Now, okay. A lot of people in the comments, they're expecting us to have I Saw Santa as number 1.
They are.
So, okay. I Saw Santa. Now, it didn't even make the honorable mentions, but it was so good. It's the reason for me it didn't make it into the top 12 or even 13, because 13 is Absolute Wonder Woman, is because it's a 2-issue arc. And if I had to rate horror books, it would be at the top. If I had to rate books in the Spawn universe, it'd be at the top. If I had to rate Christmas stories, it'd be at the top.
Yeah.
When the next series comes out, I saw Spawn. Maybe it does creep up into the higher series, but it's hard to put something in there that's only 2 issues, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. There are great 2 issues, don't get me wrong, and they really shocked the hell out of me, for sure. I
Yeah.
just when you think of the best books, now my number 1, now granted was 3, but still it was a 3-issue arc that I just felt had so much power and emotion into it. But yeah, I just felt with 2 issues, I mean, it could have been an honorable mention, sure. But yeah, I just felt 2 issues. Some of these been going on 5, 6, 7 issues. Ultimate Wolverine, a long time. Some of these, look at what Farrell's been doing with all of the issues. So it's just like, I got to give them.
Hey, your book was incredible.
Yes, it was.
And you know it. We raved about it for sure. You went up against some pretty heavy heavy books this year. Hey, and you're a fan too, so I know you're fucking with us. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I love it.
But hey, you guys know how much we love that book already.
Yeah, we got to call balls and strike. Hey, just because we love the book and we had you on and we talked about how great it was, and it's like, hey, come on, we still gotta call balls and strikes and look at the heavy competition. This just shows.
We had to narrow it down to 10 or 12. It was 10. We had to go to 12. Then we had honorable mentions. If we went at the 20, it would have been in there for sure. Top 20 of the year. Totally would have been in there, guaranteed. But we had to draw a limit somewhere. Okay, number 1. We ready?
I'm ready.
Drum roll, please. I picked a Carrie Andrews cover.
Oh, did you?
Well, it's a variant. It kind of happened to be laying there. All Absolute Batman.
I have Daredevil, A Cold Day in Hell.
I knew that was going to be your number 1. Not mad at you for it though.
I know.
Okay, so let me take this off the screen here. So
I'm not mad at
Absolute
you. I am mad at you, but not mad at you, but mad at you. But that's
I know. So this has taken the comic world by storm. The first 15, 16 issues were pretty much one story arc, and it did not disappoint. To me, not a single issue of this was a disappointment. Even the slower issues had tons of stuff happening. I never read one of these and didn't feel unsatisfied. And like Kyle said when he did his review of it, this is iconic. This Absolute Batman is going to be, look at the sales numbers. It's crushed. They just launched a number of volume 4 of Batman, only 4th volume of Batman ever. It's got powerhouses in it. And this is overshadowing any other Batman title right now. It's overshadowing everything. Now, when you look at the Absolute universe as a whole, Absolute Wonder Woman is fantastic to me. Absolute Superman, I absolutely love Absolute Superman. My next one will be Green Lantern. And then the rest are kind of throwaways. Flash is okay. And Green Lantern is Martian Manhunter is absolute garbage ridiculousness. Kyle told me some other channels were putting that as their number 1 of the year. And that's just to be cool and edgy. And they think look how cool we are. I mean, fuck those guys. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. I don't even know who they are. But that's the dumbest shit you can do. Kyle said it perfectly. This is going to be, I said it. There's a video. We pinned it. It's in our Instagram somewhere. I said, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but this Absolute Batman is the best thing to happen to Batman since The Dark Knight Returns. It reinvented it. It gave it new legs. Scott Snyder is, and it's not just Batman, guys. It's the entire Batman universe. Every character is Rogues Gallery, Alfred, everybody has been completely reinvented. And yet somehow they're still true to the core of what makes that character, but they're completely different. So Absolute Batman is my number one. It's to me, it's tough to beat this. And DC is just crushing it this year with what they're doing. So Absolute Batman, it is the best Absolute, I believe so. That's my opinion.
Okay. I'm shocked.
Cold Day in Hell, sir. Let's get it.
Cold Day in Hell. Yeah, you want to talk about a surprise from my number one being a Marvel book. Shocking, I know.
I know,
but
right?
like all three of my top picks, this has to resonate with me on an emotional level to where it gets me to pause and think and potentially reevaluate my life or think about the decisions I've made. But with Daredevil, A Cold Day in Hell, I felt a way for Matt Murdock that I never really felt before in this dark dystopian future where heroes don't really exist anymore. Like, he's tired and broken and beat up, and this whole world is just gone to shit. And then the Bullseye comes back around, and what he does to get Matt to basically come out of retirement. I felt so much with this and all three issues and how they perfectly told this story is I'm sitting here, I'm even like thinking about it. Like, there are so many emotions I have with it, from how Matt starts to how it ends. And when you see this journey that he takes as an older man and realizing the sacrifices he's going to have to make, and then you see the sacrifices from other characters as well. You see what Steve Rogers has done and what he sacrifices. You also see Frank Castle, the amount of punishment and shit he's gone through in this world.
It's the same what Frank Castle went through.
It's very disturbing. And then you see how evil Bullseye is. I love seeing Bullseye portrayed in this unhinged, absolute psychopath. And yeah, the stuff with Kingpin just told in a few panels of flashes and in the past, and how it ends, it's a story of a world without hope, or a god finally becoming hopeful and having that hope and godlike presence back in their lives in this world. And like, that to me is just, it was such a beautiful way to tell the story that, like you said, and we talked about, it's like, man, I'd love to have 5 or 6 more issues of it.
Yeah.
But then it's like, but what would it have been? Like, it was told exactly as it needed,
Yeah.
be.
Does it lose its mojo if it just goes on and on?
Yeah.
And
No,
and really, it is a very personal story on a lot of levels, despite all the craziness, especially with
Right.
the Punisher. But yeah, it's a solid number one pick, man. No one's gonna be mad at you for that, for sure. The thing I don't get about Absolute Batman, I forgot to mention this. We're talking about my number one, is I hear people say it's manga, the Absolute World's manga, and I'm like, where is this even coming from? Like, never once have I gotten any feel of it being manga. Like,
I got it in the Bane when he fights Bane. That was straight up Akira. Like that. I know you haven't seen it. I know you haven't seen Akira. And again, I don't know shit about manga. I fucking hate it. But like I've seen Akira, and so I was able to get that in there. But that's it.
I mean, okay, that one issue could have a lot of similarities to it, but like, we're at issue 17 or something. Like,
yeah,
how does somebody say, aside from that one fight, that absolute Batman is manga? Like, I don't understand. When I hear other people say, I've heard other channels say, "Oh, it's just manga." It's like, what? Like, what are you talking? Have you read it? Like, I think they're crazy. And then another thing too is, just like the guys that I haven't seen them, but you mentioned something to me about some people said that absolute Martian Manhunter was their top one. Some people just love to hate what everybody else likes. If everybody else likes something, they're gonna hate it. In the heyday of the Marvel and the MCU and the films, there were people that are like, "Oh, these movies are stupid." It's like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Endgame was dumb. Like, Infinity War was nothing like the comic. Like, people hate stuff. They love to hate what everybody else likes. And Absolute Batman's top of the heap. And people like to throw rocks at whoever's at the top, in my opinion. So people are going to hate all kinds of popular shit. But I haven't heard anybody hate on Cold Day in Hell, because I feel like it's really kind of flew under the radar all year. I haven't heard anybody talking about it.
Yeah, agreed. It was it came and it went. It was just like, all right, that was a thing. I'm like, no. Go back and actually read that story.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a few questions here we'll hit up. Best one shot. That's a tough one.
That's tough.
I'd have to almost look at our 700 comics in the long box.
I know.
I would just top my head. I know this is going to be very trope or very safe. Absolute Evil one shot, to me, just because of what it added to that. Now, outside of being in that universe, I guess if you can consider it a one shot, because it's just a part of that universe, so maybe it's not fair.
Yeah.
If they did I Saw Santa as a double-sized issue, that would be a one shot.
Yeah.
That would have won. 48-page one issue.
Oh, definitely.
That would have won hands down.
Yeah.
But it was 2 issues, so it doesn't count.
If someone said the playing cards, I'm like, yeah, that could be.
I guess that's a one shot, yeah. It's not issue 34 of Ice Cream Man.
No.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Here you go. Here's one for you.
I haven't read. Yeah, you don't buy the Ghost Machine stuff, so I haven't been able to read them in a while. But I wasn't a fan of Red Coat when it first started. I was told it got better. Don't care. I really liked Hyde Street. I loved some of the characters in Hyde Street. I thought that was a lot of fun. The art was fan-fucking-tastic. I like Rook Exodus. I think Jason Fabok does a fun time there, although I do think it is very video game-y. And Geiger is just boring as shit. I don't like that character. He's a pussy. So aside from that, I really liked Hyde Street and Rook Exodus. I think those probably could have hit up there for sure.
I mean, I really, to be fair, I should probably read them. I think I read Geiger when it first came out. I got to issue 5 or 6, and then I really kind of lost interest in it. And I haven't read any other ones. So
you would like Rook Exodus. I think you would like it a lot.
Okay. To be fair, I should read those.
Yeah.
Best one shot, Superman Treasury.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. Who do you got? I mean, Superman. Superman's going to win. Scott Snyder said Metal was a Batman story, and this is a Superman story for KO. So I think Superman is going to win. I really do.
Yeah, I don't think Lex Luthor will win. I think it'll be. I do think it'll come down. Yeah.
Or if he does, it'll be like he won, but
Right.
But
what did we lose?
Yeah, he won, but then something happens, and then Superman really wins.
Right.
You know, Zatanna, no, not the way she barely, not how Harley beat her in the first round by
Sucker
throat punching.
punching her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, throat punching her, and that's it.
Yeah. Hey guys, look, we're gonna get to sleep.
Yep.
The fucking Texans won today, so the Colts are out of the playoff contention, but still going to the game tomorrow. And the Bears are in the playoffs. I never thought I would say
That's
those words.
crazy, right?
So happy that the Bears are in the playoffs. It's nuts. Not that anybody cares, but congratulations to everybody who won. Trish, it was fun having you in the chat. Same to I Saw Santa and all those guys that were in the chat who may not have known that created stuff. Congratulations to all the winners. And the real winners, hopefully, were, well, me and Kyle, because we got to read all these. And Andrew, yes. Trish, you guys still hanging around? Yes. The Gary Bears, maybe. The Indiana Bears. Could you imagine?
Ugh.
That sounds gross. Just
Sounds
saying.
Wrong.
The Bears should move to Greenwood. Greenwood, Indiana. I can just walk down the street and watch them play.
I would love that.
They would change the whole city.
That'd be impossible. We couldn't live here anymore.
No. But the real winners are you guys that get to read these books. And hopefully you can take our list, go read some stuff, and discover some new stuff that you probably haven't read before. So,
are you going to give it away? Are you going to give away your top books of the year?
Fuck no.
Okay.
These are mine, man. I'm keeping these.
Just thought I'd ask.
I'll give away something. I mean, really, you know what's funny is I was looking. I finally organized Kyle Saw. I organized some of the books I've been reading all year, and I was missing a lot of stuff because I've been giving a lot of it away. I was like, "Where's the rest of my Spider-Man Wolverine?"
Yeah.
Oh, I gave it away. Where's the rest of my thing? Oh, I gave it away. Where's number 4 of? Oh, I gave it away. I'm like, damn it! Why are you giving all this stuff away?
Yep.
I'll start giving away a power hour every issue or something. You get my number 1 sticky.
There you go.
For this book.
Sign it for you.
I'll give you guys something for this video. Guys, thank you so much for the support. If you're watching this after the fact, we're sorry and congratulations. Give us a like and subscribe. It means a lot, guys. It really does. And if you really, really, really want to help out, just share the video somewhere. Hit the little share link. You can share it to your social media. Put a thing up, be like, really like these guys list or some shit. Or, hey, these guys are fucking stupid. Tell them they're idiots. I don't care. All that stuff helps out a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. We really appreciate it. Kyle, thank you, man, for getting this back going again, bro, this year. Like all the time you put into this and all the reading and running back and forth to the store, and it's much appreciated, man, by me and all the people that watch this too. So we appreciate it, man. We really do.
Happy to help.
All right, guys, go get some sleep, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Don't forget, buy what you like, collect what you want, and don't listen to the haters. We'll see you guys next time. Read your comics.
Yes.